what's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience. I'm Arthur Moats, and we definitely got a good one planned today. Hopefully, y'all are enjoying yourselves out there wherever y'all are tapping in from. Like I said, right in the heart of Steelers free agency and just all type of movement going on around the league, man. And some more guys, leaving and bringing new dudes to the family, man. So, of course, we're going to react to all of that. Got the homie TG tapping in with us at 9 o'clock, man. Former Pittsburgh Steeler and current defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University. Got to get his thoughts on a couple of these signings that we've made and a couple of these guys that are, making their way around the league. But like I said, man, plenty of moving and shaking taking place right now, man. On the front end, let's see. Oh, so a lot of y'all engaging with the newest video that just dropped. Me and the homie Mark Bergen, podcast host of the Believe in Steelers podcast, along with being a producer for WRAL Channel 5 down in Raleigh. So it was definitely a blast chopping it up with him. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. It looks like a ton of y'all have already tapped in and been enjoying it. So make sure y'all do your due diligence, man, and rock out, because like I said, man, I think we'll have to spin a block with him again. I like how he was talking, like his little takes and everything like that, man. So you know how that go, man. Yeah. Especially during this time frame right now, man. And clearly y'all digging the Dom and Tyler content, man. Definitely seeing y'all engaging with that. So salute to each and every one of y'all for rocking out. Definitely appreciate you on that one, man. And I see a lot of y'all also engaging, with the Instagram channel at the Arthur Moats Experience, along with the website arthurmoats.com, man. So shout out to all of y'all, or should we say yins. And I'm still trying to see, because prior to us starting the show, I was hopeful that we were going to get an update on this here quarterback situation. Hello. Just twiddling my thumbs, just checking social media, just looking, just like, oh, nope, still no quarterback info. Okay. But we do know that the quarterbacks that we've been super, engaged with of lately are now starting to look elsewhere. I'm seeing Russell Wilson talking with the Browns. I'm seeing Aaron Rodgers talking with the Vikings now. So we'll stay, tapped in with that as we continue on with this show. But definitely one of them things is going to keep us on our toes. Who would have thought coming into this here off season that we'll be a couple of days into free agency and still not have our quarterback figured out just yet? Got the wide receiver position. We got that. We got the big name wide receiver, but now we don't have the quarterback. It's kind of crazy. With all due respect to Skylar Thompson, I know he started a playoff game. With all due respect to him, we don't have like the guy that we all feel confident in just yet. And like I said, man, definitely a little bit surprised by that, man. We can clearly have multiple opinions on how they've handled it. I absolutely hate how they've handled this, but, to each their own. Everybody's going to have a different avenue. And for some people, depending on which quarterback they might have wanted, would have been a difference of their approach to the situation. To be bad, I think that this has been handled really badly. I get trying to find the best deal. I get trying to get the best out of every situation, but I feel like right now we caught at the dance and everybody didn't pick their partners, and now we over here like, man, it's going to cost a lot to dance with you. It's going to cost even more to dance with you. And y'all starting to look elsewhere now. So, here we are. But nonetheless, like I said, man, that is the beauty of free agency. And that's the beauty of where we currently are right now, man. So, like I said, man, we will definitely tap in and talk about a lot of that. But we did finally get some updates on some signings, so I definitely like that part as well. So with that being the case, man, let's go ahead and start the show like how we normally do, because like we said, man, it is my birthday week. All right, so I ain't working too hard this week. I'm just giving y'all the heads up. Y'all getting 2 shows this week. Y'all probably get 2 shows for the rest of the month. All right, just 2 this week, 2 next week, 2 all right. It's the birthday week. I'm turning 37 on Friday. I wanted to take the whole week completely off. All right, but free agency has been kind of crazy, so I got to tap in. But baby, come on now, it's birthday week, man. Birthday in a couple of days. I can smell the birthday cake. I can taste the ice cream. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. So I'm just throwing it out there, man. All right. This the final show of the week, man. So hopefully y'all rock. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. But with that being the case, and yes, David Dupree, shout out to David Dupree, because we talk a lot, and he's one of, like I said, the behind the scenes guy that really does a ton of, that heavy lifter to make sure the show goes off the way that it does in multiple avenues and aspects. But yeah, he said it's the birthday month. He already know my time. I'm like, yo, it's birthday time, man. I gotta get away. I wanted to take a trip. I ain't taking no trip because we moved to the crib. All right, there's a lot going on. But yeah, I wanted to get up out of here, man. Be toes in the sand somewhere. But it's all good. It's all good. All right. So we're gonna rock out the day. Final show of the week. Gonna do it the right way. So with that being the case, let's start the show like how we always do. Drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from, so that way I can get a big boy shout out to start today's show. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Got the homie Daniel Reiner in the building, rocking out in the 404, Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to the ATL. Yes, indeed. Mike T. He says 88 gang. Oh, of course, 1988, man. If you know, man. B-Day season. Yes, indeed. And shout out to all my Pisces out there. All right, my Pisces people, my water signs. Y'all know what time we on. Sequoia Harris rocking out in the 718, Bronx, New York. And Sequoia, you're funny, by the way. I like how I opened up my YouTube, man. I'm tapping into the stream before I went live, and I see your comment talking about, yeah, man, what should I do with a pregnant wife? How do you keep a pregnant lady happy? I was like, oh Lord, boy, you playing with fire now. Playing with fire. Just tell her all the nice things and get her all the snacks she wants. All right. My wife wanted Coke slushies and Wendy's spicy chicken sandwiches. All right. So it'd be like that. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes with my third one, she wanted Coke slushies and hot Cheetos. All right. So whatever it is that she wants, man, go handle that. Go get it. I know the mood swings be going back and forth. I know they be swinging, but you just, hey, if she be like, I want this, be like, all right, babe, I got you. And if she be tripping, be like, it's all right, baby. You still, it's all good. It's all good, boo. I ain't tripping. All right. This how you got to roll with it, man. I'm just throwing it out there. So you got to roll with it, man. Them hormones, them emotions be, so you just be a supporter, be an ally. All right. You an ally. That's how you got to tell yourself. All right. Shout out to Felicia Ballard showing love. Give me the happy birthday song. Shout out to you in the 337 Lake Charles, Louisiana. And of course, Thomas Villa in the 602 Phoenix, Arizona. John L. rocking out in Morgantown. The 304 says happy early birthday. Appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. And let's see who we going to end it with. Before we start tapping, oh man, bust down in the San Fran Yay area. Shout out to the Bay Area. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, y'all in here tonight though, man. Like I said, I definitely appreciate y'all rocking out the way that y'all are rocking out. All right, last one we will get to then is the homie Kevin Reed in the 434 Alta Vista, VA. Shout out to Alta Vista. Alrighty. Got a couple of supers in here, so we'll tap in with those. But first, let's get this here graphic up because I know we just gonna be talking about it the whole time. So shout out to y'all, shout out to this here free agency talk. All right. But that boy 23 says, can you tell me why fans have a problem with bringing in mentors? Patrick Peterson wasn't great for us, but he helped Joey Porter Jr. learn. I think bringing in Darius Slay points to drafting cornerbacks for him to help, but people don't like it. All right. Well, man, shout out to you, that boy 23, man. You definitely hit on some good points right there, man. I definitely want to talk about what you spitting right there. All right. First off, let's get to the first part of it, right? The Darius Slay element of it, because obviously when we're talking mentors, he is the person we are directly talking to. So we finally have confirmation on Darius Slay and his deal. With Darius Slay, man, it's a 1-year deal, $10 million, fully guaranteed. Fully guaranteed. Yeah. Rare we do those type of deals. I think the closest deal we've had to that was Larry Ogunjobi, his first year with us before he did the extension. I think it was like 1 for 8 or maybe 1 for 7, and like all of that was pretty much guaranteed. So this is a little bit different of, a signing, but at the same time, when you're talking Darius Slay, we highlighted, a lot of who he was in this NFL and what he's most recently coming away from being, even in Philadelphia as a Super Bowl champ and being, one of their marquee players in the secondary throughout that run. But the $10 million, man, that was the question, man. What was the price tag going to be? I preferred anything under double digits when you're talking about a 34-year-old corner, and not necessarily at the stage of I think he's falling off a cliff, but just in the sense of due diligence, man, and being cognizant of age. When you start talking about a guy being, at that position where athleticism and speed is key, the older you get, yeah, those questions do become a little bit more present. But what I will say about Slay is this, man, his fundamentals have been a big reason why his game has aged so gracefully in comparison to others who lived or thrived a little bit more on athleticism than per se the fundamentals. And that's the part for me when I look at Darius Slay, I feel like that will be an added bonus. But more importantly, though, to get back to what that boy 23 was saying, the mentorship element is massive, not only for JPJ, but also for Corey Trice, also for Beanie Bishop. You're talking about bringing a guy here with Super Bowl pedigree now. When was the last time we had a Super Bowl champ on the defense side of the ball, let alone in the secondary? So when you think about what Darius Slay brings, that's an added element. That's an added it factor, so to speak, when we're talking about how contagious that will feel to some of them other dudes, man, that I kind of named. And that's before we draft whoever we draft. And with the Darius Slay signing, you also feel like you got a lot more flexibility with who you go and draft in the draft. You don't feel like you have to have this, pressing urgency to draft a cornerback at 21 overall. You don't feel like you have to get that guy right then and there because you say, hey, man, I got my two starters. I got a guy in Corey Trice, so I feel really confident in. And I have a guy in the name of Beanie Bishop in the slot who played really well as a young guy, along with the new addition that we just signed, Brandon Nichols, who I will talk about in a little bit as well. So you feel good about the room as it's continuing to get put together. But also you're looking at the price point and you're saying, man, all things considered, 10, a little bit on the higher side for Darius Slay at this stage, but Darius Slay is still Darius Slay, and he's coming off of a Super Bowl championship. And to me, I think that is the premium that you pay for proven production, for that vet mentorship, and for just having a guy by the name of Big Play Slay. All right. So for me, man, I'm with you on that boy 23. I don't have the issue with the older guy coming in here to be the wily vet, to be the mentor to the young guys, as long as his game is aging right. And when we're looking at Darius Slay, his game is definitely aging in the right way from my perspective. I think that, the way that he has continued to just stay ahead of the curve fundamentally, along with his film study, making sure that he understands, anticipates what the new schemes and new trends are. Those are all the things that help him be as successful as he is, man. So yeah, I think it's going to be a really impactful and productive move for the gang as a whole, man. So shout out to Darius Slay joining the Black and Gold officially now. Cause like I said, man, he did have us kind of like on the end, we was kind of hanging on to like, hey bro, is you officially signed or not? Like, hey man, what's going on here? So now that it's official, we feel good about it. All right. But that boy 21 also says same with quarterback. We know there's no QB that helps our chances of winning a Super Bowl this season. I wouldn't say we, say you and y'all know there's no QB that helps our chances of winning a Super Bowl this season. But what's wrong with signing Russ, preferably, or Aaron Rodgers for 2 seasons and drafting someone for them to mentor? To me, first off, I would say this. What is this like? I guess, why is it a foregone conclusion that you can't win a Super Bowl with Russ and Rodgers when we've already seen them actually win a Super Bowl before? It's more quarterbacks that have never even played in a Super Bowl, let alone won one, than there are quarterbacks that are actually walking this earth that have done that. So to me, I don't think it's just some foregone conclusion that Russ or Rodgers can't help you win a Super Bowl. But obviously the difference is the factors involved. And the big factor with either one of those guys are, number one, what's their cost? Because the more they cost, the less you can put around them. And then from there, what's the protection like? When Rodgers or Russ have thrived in their careers, man, it's when they have been able to, whether it was via mobility or protection, it's when they've had time. And when they have time, they can light you up with their arms, right? So that's the thing when we're first looking at them. We look at our offensive line and we say, all right, you got 2 first-round tackles. You got a guard that you paid money for. You got a guard that you drafted. And you got a center that you feel extremely good about that you also drafted. And it's time for them to grow up. So you feel good about that part of it. And from there, you're saying, all right, if y'all do what you're supposed to do, we got a DK Metcalf and a George Pickens over here. Now Okay, you got a Calvin Austin out there. You got a Pat Frymouth over there. These are all the things to me that says, why can't that guy come out there and cook with those weapons? Either one of them. Heck, I feel more confident about them being able to cook with those weapons than some draft pick. But I do want to go in the draft either way. I feel like we're going to have to. It just depends on now. If we don't get either one of them dudes, we draft Dagon quarterback at 21. All right, it's going to be a first round situation. We ain't trying to do that. But to me, that's the big difference right now. I mean, people have their, hot words of what they like to say about Rodgers or Russ. I found my faith in both of them in the film. And there are a lot of things that they did just this past season that to me supports why we could actually win and continue to have success with them. But if they come in here and they take it 40 plus million, yeah, that's going to hurt us. That's going to hurt us. That's the part though. And I think that part of the mismanagement from my eyes about this quarterback situation was them anticipating being able to find a cheaper option in Fields. And then when that backfired, now it's okay. We playing the scramble game in a simple supply and demand. It's not a lot of quarterbacks that are good out here. So the ones that are still good remaining, those are the guys that are in the driver's seat now. And that's why you got Rodgers kind of holding us, Giants, and I think Vikings hostage. And then from there, you got Russ holding us, Giants, and I think Browns hostage right now. So that's where we're at with this thing. But regardless of our personal opinions on those quarterbacks, to me, those are the best two options that you have available today. Unless we just trying to say, all right, we're just going to cut the corner just to be super cheap here. And we're going to pray that, this quarterback has some type of like miraculous season, something we've never seen before. That could happen. We ain't saying it can't. But to me, that's why I kind of start to lose faith in like this season being one of those where I feel like we legitimately have a chance. Right now, Russ or Rodgers to me gives us that best option. And then from there, it's all right. Now we got to see what this draft looks like. Problem is this, though. We'd have waited a long time and now those dudes have leverage. Prior to free agency started, we had leverage. We had the leverage. We definitely did. But now we don't have that leverage anymore. Now we're, at the mercy of Rodgers and company. I can see how y'all feel about it. Y'all ain't really liking that. Every time I open up social media, man, people be tripping out. They like, hey, man, what's going on here, man? He ain't picked yet. Oh, why we gotta wait for this guy now? Oh, I hate him. Oh, it's like, hey, we here now, man. We're here. But like I said, I'm frustrated about it mainly because to me, I told y'all, man, I was good with either Russ or Fields. Wanted to pick one or the other. I preferred Russ. But it's like, man, how do we let both of those dudes get to the open market? That's my frustration. I don't care which one of them you liked more. How do both of them get to the market? And now we over here scrambling. And that's the other part with Russ where it's like, I can see from his perspective, what's the incentive to come back cheap? That ship sailed back in January, February, man, where he was the one saying, hey, man, I'm willing to come back, man. I want to be here. And we were all just kind of like, all right, we'll see. Some people, weren't really feeling it. It's like, now, man, sheesh, what is that number looking like now, man? Thank God. And the same with Rodgers, man. So, we will see. We will see. But the beautiful part is this. Every year is a draft, right? Now, you pray that we won't have to suck every year to, participate in that draft and find some quality players. But there is always a positive that, hey, man, hope could be on the way somewhere down the line in there, man. So we will see. We will see. But yeah, man, this Rodgers situation, this Russ situation, it's kind of crazy right now. It's kind of crazy. I don't really know what we're going to do just yet, though. All right. I'm still waiting. In fact, let me check my phone since we 20 minutes into the show. Let me make sure, I haven't missed anything. I know y'all would let me know in the comment section as well. But let's see. No new update. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man, how y'all feeling about this Russ versus Rodgers situation, man. Which one do you prefer? And how would you handle the quarterback situation as we currently sit? What would you do going forward? To me, man, I'm myself calling up Russ. Hey, bro, pull up. You know what time it is. I got your weapons. Let's talk about it. I know the number's going to be a little bit higher. I'm sorry. Let's go. And then I'm drafting a Jackson Dart. I'm drafting because, like I said, we ain't got no second round picks. I felt like the Will Howards and Jalen Milroe combo kind of gone. But we'll see about Jackson Dart. I don't know if we'll see how he lasts. Some people think he's going to go a lot higher now. Shoot, you listen to Dan Orlovsky. My man said he going to the first. I'm like, Lord, Dan wanted to do that now. But to me, that's kind of my approach now. I'm like, all right, give me the wily vet. young guy, and then we got next year. We're gonna see what the word is. We're gonna see what the situation is. All right. Oh, y'all said y'all want the poll? All right, man. Y'all asked for the poll. Let me give you the poll then, man. Ain't nothing to the poll. Ain't nothing to put the poll in, man. But I do like how y'all are already dropping it in the comment section. All right. So let's get this. Who do you want at QB for the Steelers? Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson? All righty, poll is all the way in. Hey now. All righty. Now, Keith says to go get Joe Milton. I don't hate going to get Joe Milton. I just don't think Joe Milton is my answer to make me feel like we're contenders this year. Or not even that we're contenders this year, that he's good enough to be the guy for the 17-game stretch plus postseason. I have those question marks just mainly about, young quarterback, 6th-round draft pick. So we clearly had passed on him multiple times. And then to see how fast New England is moving on from him after he did have a nice, audition in that one game. Now, granted, they got Drake May up there, so I get that part. But to me, I just don't think that that's today my long-term answer or even my immediate going to this season answer, because we clearly don't have the long-term. I ain't even thinking about that right now, right? Clearly, we passed long-term options for right now. We try to find who's the 1 to 2 year tops dude. And yeah, let's pray that we got enough around him, right? Let's see. James Skitka said he want Russ in all caps. Sequoia Harris is hollering about Mason Rudolph. Now, I've seen Mason a couple times, man, for people talking about him, and the context was different. I saw some people saying if they're talking about as a backup, they are very fond of that idea because Mason performed really well, especially during his final 4-game stretch playing here. So those are the parts where, yeah, Mason as the backup, man, we feel very confident in him. Now, Mason as the starter, that's the part where I don't know how people are going to feel, because I told you personally, I watched Tennessee last year. I saw him when he got to play against Buffalo, and they struggled. He struggled. And there were multiple games where that was the case. And for me, I'm just not confident in turning the keys over to him as QB1 after everything that I just saw last year in Tennessee when he had more of an opportunity. So, like I said, that's kind of where I'm at right now with it, man. Oh, DC53 says we need to call Arizona. Now, listen, Kyler Murray was on my list. Even when me and Deke was in here doing the joint, what was I say? Hey, babe, Kyler Murray, bro. I'm cool with Kyler. We can go get Kyler. Kyler's one of them dudes to me, man. He can ball. He can throw. He can run. But obviously, that costs a lot. And I don't know if we're trying to do that either. I'm down if we're going to, but that changes the whole dynamic of our roster. Because now you have Kyler, you have DK, you got TJ, you got Minky, you got K. It's a lot of money that's being that to me, I think, stresses us out a little bit more than we would like, and we'd probably have to get rid of maybe one dude or a couple more restructures in the place, man. But to me, man, I like Kyler Murray a lot. In fact, of the remaining options, if that was the guy that we threw in as a trade option, I prefer trading for Kyler over who we talked about before, Trevor Lawrence, right? Yeah, I would definitely rather have Kyler Murray than him. Because like I said, all the other guys are signed. Sam Darnold signed. Man, sleepy lady, heck no, I don't want Joe Flacco. Oh, man, Joe Flacco still cooking? No, sleepy lady. No, you got to stop that. All right? He need to go to sleep. You wake up, he go to sleep, all right? We keep Flacco cool, but we good on Flacco, man. But y'all got me on Kyler, though. I like Kyler. Because right now I feel like I'm stuck between my Russ and my Rodgers option. I'm just like, I really don't like either at this stage. But if I got to pick the worst of two evils, or the lesser of two evils, let me go with Russ because he's more familiar. And I know he's an overall good guy. Whereas we know with Rodgers, it can go nuclear. Would be dope for content, though. Would definitely be dope for the show. Y'all know we'd have a blast talking about it. But to me, it's like, man, stuck between a rock and a hard place, so to speak, man. Whereas, yeah, the Kyler option, the trading element of it, I definitely like that. I think that gives me my best chance of finding my franchise quarterback, and that's including the draft this year. But at the same time, like I said, man, when you find a guy that is proven, a guy that has shown at this level they can play and play at a high level, they're going to cost. You got a better chance of getting a Joe Milton, Anthony Richardson. Heck, you probably get both of them cheaper than getting Kyler Murray, man. because Kyler has proven a lot more in this league and proven production. Heck, why do you think Dan Moore got paid off the way he got paid? Proven. It's just not a lot of people that can do it. So when you find some that can, even if it's in the, average to just good range, those guys get compensated nicely because there are not a lot of dudes that can do it at those marquee positions like quarterback, like tackle, like pass rusher, like wide receiver, and like cornerback. Those are, if you're good at that spot, man, it stands out a lot more because there are a lot of people that struggle in those particular situations, man. All right, let's see. Man, this poll is kind of crazy. Y'all really divided on it, man. 52% as we currently sit, 5 minutes in, about 100 people have voted already. 52% are rocking with the Aaron Rodgers side of the poll. And then we got 48% rocking with Russ. Okay. Y'all still having a little fun on the poll. So I'm gonna keep the poll in for a little bit longer. All right. I got a little time tonight. All right. It is my birthday week. Gotta have a little fun with it. But man, that's interesting. I'm a little bit. I guess I shouldn't be surprised because internally I'm torn at times. I think to me the big difference is the personalities. I think Rodgers is more of a clash, whereas with Russ, we know that he works. He'll fit. He's seamless. He's the glue. So that's where I'm torn. But I feel like Rodgers is the better player at this stage, and that's the other part. Sorry. So torn. But I don't think it's this drastic gap between Rodgers and Russ. And that's the reason why if it's close and we're saying Rodgers is slightly better, but Russ is the better by a lot, locker room leader, that guy, to me, I'm taking those with the production over the slight uptick in production, but with a lot more room or risk of it going nuclear, so to speak. All right. Ooh, and yes, James Hayes, man, he bringing up Jameis Winston. Now listen, I'm with you, James. Don't let him throw 30 times. No. Let's talk about Jameis, all right? Because remember, he had them 30 for 30s, 5,000 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, and 30 picks. So we got to give him the full context. It was a heck of an elite season and also a disaster season all at the same time. But only Jameis can do that. That's why Jameis, when we talk about him, I'm like, yo, Jameis could light you up. James could also kill you in the game, but he could light you up. Not a lot of dudes walking this earth have ever thrown for 5,000 yards in a season, let alone 30 touchdowns, man. But the 30 picks, that's the But Jameis told y'all, he said, listen, man, my eyes was bad. He ain't had them contacts. He ain't had that LASIK, all right? It was all jacked up. Now he got that LASIK. So the picks, it ain't 30 no more. It's like 25 and a half. So it's way better, all right? It's way better. But to me, I'm putting him on the list. Let's see. I go Russ, Rodgers. If I had to go outside the trade, give me Kyler Murray, Lawrence, obviously after that. Then from there, if I don't want to trade, don't want to give up assets, don't want to break the bank or have to spend a ton on them other dudes, I'm for certain going Jameis. And I'm praying that Arthur Smith, that Coach Tomlin and company can just help him understand he doesn't have to be great every single time he drops back to throw the football. Sometimes it's okay to take the check down. Sometimes it's okay to be a game manager. You don't have to put on the cape and try to make the wow hero throw every single time. And to me, that's one of the things that Jameis is still struggling with. He has ultra confidence because he is ultra talented, but his confidence is at times too confident. And that's what continues to get him in trouble. And that's why Jameis is who he is. But that's also why he still, talked about the way that he's talked about around the league and always having an opportunity to either compete for a starting spot or he's low key the starter somewhere. It's weird. That's Jameis right now. But to me, man, that's not high up on my priority list because, like I said, that's a nastiness that comes with that game. Like, them picks, that can hurt you. You lose a lot of games by turning the football over. You saw that's one of the big reasons why Coach Tomlin has had so much success here, even with the plethora of quarterbacks we've had post Big Ben. He's been able to keep those guys from turning the football over. And when you do that and you allow these other teams to make the mistakes, that's the reason why he keeps winning 10 games versus all the regular teams. But the problem is that model struggles versus the elite tier teams, the teams that don't beat themselves. So that's why you can win 10 games and you're constantly above average, but You constantly struggle when it's that time because you are going to need that guy. And that's what we've been, though. We've been had this conversation. So it is what it is. But to me, oh my God, now y'all done tied the poll back up. Now it's 50-50. It's 50-50 Russ and Rodgers, man, for who y'all want to be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like this is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. All right, I'm waiting till 10 minutes. At 10 minutes, I'm going to take the poll out. All right, I'm going to pull out. All right, I don't do that often. I'm going to pull out. 10 minutes. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what we got, man. Because, yeah, here we are. Here we are. Y'all confused. I'm confused. The organization's confused. Clearly, we all confused. Everybody, Shefty confused. Rappaport confused. We don't know what to do right now. We don't know what hey, here we are. All right, so I'm going to pull the poll out. I'm pulling out right now. We got 160 people voting on the poll. Shout out to all of y'all rocking out tonight. 51% Aaron Rodgers. 48% Russell Wilson. Can't make this up, man. Can't make this up. Y'all hit the like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe either if you are new to the channel. All righty. Got some more supers coming in here. We got about 30 minutes also before we tap in with the homie TG Terence Garvin, former Pittsburgh Steeler and current defensive coordinator of Norfolk State University. Ooh, Mike T brought up Trey Lance. I like Trey to compete or to be one of those, QB2 backups or compete. Yeah, come in here and compete. I'm all for competition at this stage. Nobody has to have anything given to them. But obviously, if you're paying Russ or Rodgers $30+ million, those guys are the quarterback. Those are the starters. I'm just telling you right now, regardless of what they say, that's how that works. But to me, yeah, Trey Lance, man, I'll be open to that. I think if I was going to go the route of bringing in Jameis Winston, I bring in Trey Lance. I bring in both of those dudes, and I'm still going to draft something, and we're going to have, may the best man win. That's the approach I'm taking with that. But like I said, if we were going to trade for another dude, I prefer to go get Kyler Murray. Y'all got me on that right now. I prefer him if we're going to do that. But we shall see. We shall see. All righty. All right. Let me sip some of this real quick. But yeah. And head start. Trust me. I can dig what you're saying in terms of your feelings of Russ and Rodgers not being worth $30 million. The problem is this. It's not about what you or I might feel, is what the market is dictating right now, man. And supply and demand. If you're Russ or you're Rodgers, once you saw Justin Fields get 20, it's like, yeah, to an extent, when you start seeing him get 20, Sam Darnold get 14, all these other numbers like that, none of those guys' resume, whether you're talking immediate or long-term, holds a candle to the Russes and Rodgers of the world, even what they were doing last season, which we even broke down. So with that, it's like, those guys do have a little bit more leverage, because the alternative is this. If you think your team or because it's a business, right, to these owners, right? If you think your business can be successful without, Russ or Rodgers, and you think you can be more successful with one of these young kids coming out of college, where we clearly have seen the data heavily support the veteran quarterback having success versus the rookie quarterback having success. That's a decision that not everybody's willing to make, man. And when you're not trying to make that decision on the young guy, you pay these dudes $30+ million. You pay for the peace of mind. You're paying for the premium. I know what I'm getting here is less guesswork. It's less can you develop, will you develop, and all the other speculative things that we say surrounding players. The more you pay for these guys, the higher you draft these guys, you're just trying to cut the guesswork out of it. So that's why Rodgers and Rush, regardless of how we might personally feel about them, have stronger markets. That's why, because they have already proven to a certain degree that they have the ability to, and they still currently have the ability to a degree, whereas we're still going to be, it's people that question if Shedeur Sanders can play at this level. Think about that. That might be the number 2 quarterback off the board. They question, hey, is he good enough? Or is he just prime son? Heard we brought up Jalen Milroe. Oh, I can't stand you. Oh, I don't want Jalen Milroe. It's like, man, that might be the 4th quarterback off the board. You know what I mean? Like, so just to give you context, the guys that have proven that they could play at this level, let alone proven that they could win actual Super Bowls at this level, Yeah, they hold a lot more value than anybody that we will bring up tongue in cheek to compare to them. And I think that that's the hard lesson that we are learning right now. And yeah, because I think everybody kind of reacted the same way, right? When they saw the estimated Rodgers deal, 2 for $90 million. We're like, huh? 2 years, $90 million. What? Why you want to do that? But then you looking at the field, you're like, oh. Okay, so he got a little more leverage right now. Supply and demand. I get it. But that's the situation that we got in right now, man. So I dig what you're on. Trust me, I dig what you're on. But unfortunately, this is the scenario right now, man, because of the supply and the demand. But like I said, we do have some options. We do got multiple avenues that we're talking through. And that's, obviously, I know this is what Omar, Coach T, and company are doing, at the facility. They're spitballing all the different avenues that they can go right now. They're trying to figure out right now, okay, what still gives us the best chance of winning a Lombardi, but at the same time without mortgaging our future or jeopardizing too much. And here we are. But yeah, man, it is crazy. Alrighty. Shout out to Xavier TG. Xavier TG says, Joe Flacco torched our superstar D while playing for the Colts. If Russ leaves and Rodgers takes the long strolls at the beach, I say we pick bro up. I like the way that you are putting that argument together. Shout out to you, Xavier TG. Yeah, you said, man, look, I saw him play well versus us. So if these two aren't options, then man, go get him. I like the mindset. I will caution you though. In that game, man, the whole week, they weren't preparing for Joe Flacco. They were preparing for Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson and Joe Flacco are night and day type quarterbacks, man. So that would be the first thing I would say. The second part was also, that was when we was having the blown coverages situation. We talked about it, man. In particular, some of our younger players in the secondary that were playing a lot back then, they were struggling that game. And Flacco, being a good pocket quarterback, also was able to take advantage of that. Not saying that Flacco still can't throw the football at a high level. He can. Problem is his mobility. Problem is his consistency and just the ability to do it week in and week out. He's shown more wear and tear. He's shown more of a drop off at this stage than Rodgers or Russ has at this stage to me. And I think that's why the conversations are a little bit different surrounding those players. But I do say this, though. I think if Flacco's in a scenario kind of like what he did in Cleveland 2 years ago, right, where O-line is giving him protection, he can sit back there and light you up. But you got to have the protection. That was different in Indianapolis. After that game versus us, then other teams started to prepare actually for Joe Flacco. And then you saw where he struggled. And that's why they went back to Anthony Richardson and was doing that whole song and dance after that. So that's the only thing that I would caution. But Joe Flacco, man, of all the names that we throwing out there, it's like, hey, man, he ain't all the way at the bottom of the list. I throw that out there. All right. I take him over a couple of these dudes. So shout out. But definitely not the priority right now to me, but I could definitely dig what you want though, man. So shout out to Xavier TG. All right, Stefan says, Shador will fall to us if Titans don't go quarterback. I do agree with that, man. And that's the name. I brought him up a little bit, man, while we were talking about some of these guys, but that is for certain a name. I don't know how everybody feels about him though. Like I said, he has a big brand that comes with him due to, who he is and who his father is. We know this. But at the same time, I love his game. I think he is the ultimate competitor. I love the way that he's been groomed for the NFL in terms of how he's grown up in a household around a former professional football player and a heck of a coach. So he's constantly been, molded for this profession. And that's the thing that I love. It's what it is. I'm always like, man, Brian, you're going to make me get in the lab, man, start emulating your style a little bit, man. But that's the part where I do feel confident in Shador's ability to come in here and lead, to come in here and, give his best and play at a high level. The question marks, though, are definitely, all right, is he talented enough arm-wise? Does he have enough weapons around him here to be successful? Different style of player than, per se, a Cam Ward, who we think, yeah, man, he has a little bit more of the improvisation in his game, a little bit more ability to, create a higher level. So with that, he's going to probably go a little bit earlier, which is cool. But to me, I do like the Shador element. I just think that you got to have the protection the right way because he got banged out. He got hit a lot at Colorado. But that was also where I got to see his toughness. So he would definitely be an option depending on how this free agency thing plays out, depending on what we do with this quarterback spot. He's definitely somebody I would be considering. And like I said, if we get caught with no Rodgers and no Russ, now you really got to pick your poison. Who do you love between? I mean, because obviously I don't think we're moving all the way up to get a Cam Ward, but it's like you would probably be considering, all right, how do I move up a little bit higher to make sure that I can get a Shador if we feel that's the best quarterback for us at that time? He said, I don't like where we're going with it because I feel like we've moved from being in the driver's seat and then being in control to now we're making moves slightly out of desperation. And when you start doing that, you do overpay, you reach at times, overdraft, or you just, put dudes in bad situations because the expectations are never going to be met due to the guy's ability or the lack thereof. So those are some of the things that, for me, that makes me, a little bit hesitant when we think about our quarterback scenario right now and the longer it goes. Let me check again, right? We 40 minutes into the show today now. 40 minutes, all right? While I'm checking to see if we have a quarterback yet, y'all hit that like button one time for the coach and don't forget to subscribe. Looks like no update yet. Bro, how we about to be this many days into this thing? It's still shout out to Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter, like, he's pissed off. He's not a fan of the Aaron Rodgers fiasco. I could dig that. All right, but yeah, man, this is crazy. All right, I guess we keep waiting. Then guess we'll keep waiting. All right. But shout out to y'all, man. Definitely shout out to y'all, man, in the chat. All right. Let's see. One of these times we're gonna get us a quarterback update, okay? Sooner, hopefully, rather than later. But on a lighter note, though, we did have a in-house, right? We brought something in. Shout out to Kenneth Gainwell, man. We did recently sign him. Shout out to him, and that was, I think, about 10, 11 o'clock last night, man, when that deal got done. Obviously, former Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl champion, was a part of that backfield, was RB2 to obviously Saquon Barkley. But I do like the move, man. It's obviously not the earth-shattering quarterback move that we wanted, but it is still a quality piece. So we do, in terms of how we're constructing this roster at all these other spots outside of quarterback, at least we know we have two running backs on the roster right now. One guy we feel really good about, we feel really confident in terms of Jaylen Warren. The other guy in terms of Kenneth Gainwell, another number 14 as well. I mean, literally, we got GP, DK, Kenneth Gainwell, all rocking the number 14. Who else we going to sign to wear number 14? I don't know, but it'll be interesting. But to me, man, in terms of Kenneth Gainwell, though, I think he's a nice change of pace running back, more quicker than fast in terms of top end speed. But I do like his vision. I do like his ability to catch out the backfield. In Philadelphia, was predominantly more of a third round back along with special teams. That's what he's been throughout his 4 years there. But good player, quality player, and I think a part of Jaylen Warren and whoever we are going to draft, I think he will be a nice complementary piece. Don't look at him, to me, as a feature back or as a replacement to Najee exclusively, but look at him as a guy that is a part of a collective. He does, I think, in fact, let me pull it up. I want to do him a disservice here because he did come into the league as a 5th round draft pick out of Memphis. Shout out to Memphis, D'Angelo Williams school. All right. But, most rushing yards he's had in the season was 364. That would have been in 2023. Pretty much outside of that, he's been in that 200 to 300 yard rushing range. Most touchdowns he's had in the season was 5 his first year. From there's dropped, but he scored a touchdown every season. From a receiving standpoint, averages about 30 to, about in that 25, 30 receptions per year type thing. This was this final year of his time in Philadelphia was obviously the least amount of participation due to Saquon Barkley and the 2,000 yards that he rushed for. But he only had 16 receptions for 116 yards. Typically, though, like I said, 30 to 25 in that range and a ton of special teams. Let me pull up. Yeah, so during last year, for example, had 114 special teams play. That's 25% of the snaps on special teams, along with 301 snaps on offense, 26% of those snaps there. This was obviously, like I said, his lowest input on offense, but it was also his highest participation on special teams. So, like I said, good signing. It's not the the marquee quarterback name or somebody bigger that we would all jump for joy for. But in terms of quality pieces, quality signings, I do feel like Kenneth Gainwell is that, and he should help us out in that backfield. And now we just got to see, like I said, man, you bringing in an Ashton Genty potentially. Is it Omarion Hampton potentially? Is it a Dylan Sampson potentially? Is it a Caleb Johnson potentially? We got plenty of options. Travion Henderson, right? Plenty of options to go, directions to go as pertains to the running back situation. All right. And then another guy, like I said, that we brought in as well, and we talked about him a little bit with the Darius Slay signing, was Brandon Echols, cornerback, used to play for the New York/New Jersey Jets. Just finished up his 4th season, and he's a part of that 6th-round gang. If you know, you know. Pick 178, you know how I feel. But he was the 200th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft to the Jets out of Kentucky, man. Was also at also did the JUCO community college route, but like I said, finished up his final season at Kentucky, spent all 4 seasons in New York, played a ton as a nickel/outside corner, along with participation on special teams. This past season, he had 2 picks. Played in 16 games, 4 starts, had 2 picks, 3 pass deflections, 40 touchdowns, and he had a fumble recovery. Throughout his career, though, he has 5 career picks. All right. 2 of them to the house, might I add. All right. So shout out to them pick 6 boys. Okay. But for Brandon Echols, another one of those multifaceted players, has played a ton on special teams along with being on defense. His defensive production took a dip when Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed and company were in New York, but his first year in 2021 played in 760 of those snaps, 77% of the defensive snaps. And then his final year, just last year, played in 38% of those snaps, along with 46% on special teams. So you can see the approach we're taking with some of these signings. A guy like Brandon Echols, versatility, can play outside, can play inside, has played at this level, has produced at this level. Upside is there. And you also feel like it's competition for guys like Corey Trice. It's competition for guys like Beanie Bishop. It's competition for whoever else we might bring into there. And that's the part for me that I get excited about. I think that, man, when you get a young guy who's hungry, getting a chance to have a bigger opportunity and expanded role, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. So to me, man, like I said, I would say I like the move, and we'll see what it is. I will say also with Brandon Echols, very competitive from what I did see, man. I will go back and watch more tape on him, but I thought he was competitive at the catch point. I do like that as a defender because, like I said, man, you're not always going to be in position. You're not always going to, be breaking on the ball, getting picked. Sometimes you got to play through these guys' hands. Sometimes you got to figure out ways to just be scrappy at the catch point, and I think that Brandon definitely presents that. So shout out to him. Shout out to him. All right. All righty. And don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I see y'all deep in here tonight, man. Shout out to each and every one of y'all rocking out, man. We have the homie Terence Garvin, a.k.a. TG, in about 10 minutes. Let me hit him on the front end, right? All righty. But we got DM 4191 says, keep Rodgers away. It's supposed to be about the team. And all he cares about is him. I'd rather they throw Big Ben out there. No, that's real. And I could definitely understand that. That's part for me where I'm torn. I'm like, man, Aaron Rodgers is a very talented quarterback, even still at this level, but the baggage that comes with him via his because of his personality, because of how he presents himself, that's the part that it makes you just hesitant about bringing him on, even though we feel that he is a really good player still at this stage of his career, man. So we will see. We will see, man. All right. The homie TG said he almost ready. Let's go. All righty. Xavier TG just joined the upper room. So Xavier TG, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. I was going to say, I know I had that yes, indeed on it somewhere. Richard R. Bezo rocking on. He says, what good is allowing 12/3 to sign on their time in terms of, he's talking about Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson to sign on their time, while also waiting on a TJ Watt extension. Prices go up the longer we wait because of the market and our need. Trust me, man, we are on the same exact page. And that's the big reason why I've taken a little bit of an issue with this approach that the Steelers have, where they aren't in a rush to do it first. They want to wait. Waiting is cool at times, but waiting could cost you a lot of money at times. And that's what we're seeing with this pass rusher situation as the market continues to balloon. Max Crosby, $35.5 million. Myles Garrett, $40 million. Now you're putting TJ in a bind and telling TJ, don't get 40 plus that you're deserving of, because you for certain deserve more than Myles Garrett. And you a new pops too. Girl dad gang. Shout out to you. Hey, take less though for the squad. Now you make him have to feel like I'm the bad guy if I take my full market value or not. Why? Because we're just waiting. When we talk about why or what's the good in waiting for Rodgers versus Russ, the problem is this. We wouldn't have had to if we took the initiative. The problem is we waited and now we're on our heels. When Phil signed elsewhere, that shifted the narrative. I think that shifted what the priority list was. And then Russ did what he was supposed to do. Hey, man, let me take a step back. Let me see what other interests I have. And then that opened up the door for a guy like Aaron Rodgers. But then Aaron Rodgers got wind and said, hold on now. Y'all need me more than I need y'all, because I can retire and still be fine. I can go play for the Giants and still be fine. I can go play for the Browns and still be fine, or the Vikings. Whereas for the Steelers, we would still be the organization hollering about, man, we need to fire Coach T, fire everybody, because we don't have this quarterback situation figured out just yet. So he knows that. Russ knows that. And that's the part of why us as the organization have to wait on them, because of how we have handled this scenario. I think it was a mismanagement, but at the same time, I get what they were trying to accomplish. I think the outlier in the equation was Phil's and the Jets, and his just kind of being fed up with the scenario and telling them, listen, if you're not going to guarantee I'm the starter, I'm not coming back. And when it got to that, it's like, all right, now you're too late. Now you're scrambling. And this is the scramble that's taking place right now, man. It's not the best. It's not the best, but hopefully we make the most of this here situation, man. And shout out to State of the 412, man, showing love, dropping some super chat energy over here, man. Definitely appreciate you from the heart. And then we got Let's Go UW. Shout out to Let's Go UW. He says, Steelers now have the second best odds of landing Shador Sanders in the draft somehow. Between him or Aaron Rodgers, I don't know which option I hate more. Both are divas. One's old and immobile, and the other is just going to be a bust. Well, yeah, man, if you don't have belief in Shador, you don't have belief in Rodgers, I'd be curious to know who you do have belief in. But if that's the approach, that's, how you view those guys. And I definitely can understand that. I obviously got a different perspective on both of those dudes. I got a different perspective about, just the diva label that you put on both of them as well, man. Because to me, I think diva is a little bit different. I think that with Rodgers, I think more of cancerous than diva. With Shador, I don't think a diva. I think he's a dude who knows exactly who he is and he ain't taking crap from nobody. And people just don't like that. That's how I look at him. Diva, if I'm Shador, man, when he got sacked, was it 30 times at Colorado that first year? Like, yo, Pops, we leaving. Or, hey, man, I ain't going back in this game. That's to be what a diva would look like. Man, I ain't see that with him, man. He was still showing up out there. So that's the part where I'm like, I think that, he will be fine. I think that the situation does matter, though. The higher he goes in the draft, the worse it's going to look for him, because it's going to be asking him to do a lot more. Whereas if you go into a scenario like Pittsburgh, where we do have a lot more pieces in place along with stable coaching, he'll be fine. Man, we saw Kenny Pickett come in here and be fine. If you don't think Shador could come in here and do at least what Kenny was doing, like I said, we just got two different perspectives on these players, man. To me, I'm like, yeah, I already know he can do that. But I think he has more than that. But I get it, though. And this is the problem with Rodgers as well. When your personality, when the way you conduct yourself is loud, it ruffles feathers. And people will discredit or take away from their play because of the personal feelings that we have about those people as just humans, not football players. To me, I think you got to separate it. if you just simply look at them as players, you'll see they bring a lot to the table, man. But we obviously know, unfortunately, it's all encompassing when you're talking about the player. So I get it. I definitely do. But that's why I said for me, I got just a little bit different perspective on those two dudes, man. All righty. Now, I do wonder, though, man, with Aaron Rodgers, what does that look like if he was around a Coach Tomlin? I know the type of players I've seen Coach Tomlin around and how they have been away or not with Coach Tomlin versus when Coach Tomlin has been there, how they are, how they conduct themselves. I personally have a lot of belief that Coach Tomlin could manage this, but I don't want to put him in that scenario because I feel like, man, you just added more fuel to the fire. And that's why I don't want to do it, because I already got a DK and I already got a GP. But if I'm not living in my fears, and if I truly feel like, man, I'm the guy that understands how to connect to these guys, I'm the guy that understands how to get the most out of these guys, I'm the leader of men, the way that Coach Tomlin talks about himself and the way that I vouch for him and say he is, I would say, man, if you feel like you can handle those dudes, man, go get Rodgers, because he's talented. He's, in terms of talent-wise, he's going to probably be your best option at this stage. But once again, if we're just looking at the mobility part, then sure, yeah, man, it's a whole heap of other dudes. But if we're talking about playing quarterback, right, the decision making, the different type of throws and leadership parts like that, yeah, Rodgers can give you that at a high level. And the same thing with Russ. But we obviously know they got a lot of other stuff going on with them, man. So we will see. We shall see. Oh, shout out to the homie David Dupree, showing a little birthday love. Says, happy birthday, buddy. Hey, no, salute to you, man. You know I appreciate you from the heart. Said, man, final show of the week, because it is my birthday week. All right, my birthday is Friday. Your boy will be the big 3-7. Can't wait, baby. I might not go to sleep tomorrow night. I'm one of them dudes. I got to see it. I want to see it at 12 o'clock. All right, 12 o'clock. Oh, I made it. 37. Woo-hoo, we did it. That's me. All right. So shout out. But for certain, man, appreciate the birthday love, man. Definitely do. Justin Gordon rocking out, showing some love. He says, if I'm Omar, I'm signing Cooper Kupp, and I'm sending our first Minkah Fitzpatrick and George Pickens to Tennessee for their first and third picks in the draft. And he's getting Shedeur Sanders in the first round, and then he's coming back early in the second for a defensive tackle or drafting needs. All right, man. So let's see. In this scenario, so in this scenario, you're signing Cooper Kupp. I like that. So you got your receiver, and he was officially released. So we do know that, he's available now. In terms of, you're going to send this year's, so the 21st overall pick, 39th and 14th pick to Tennessee. So that way they're still having a first round pick. They're just moving from 1st to 21st, but they're getting Minkah Fitzpatrick and George Pickens, two stud players. So we do like that. I can see what because you got to give up a lot to go get that, but I can see that. Okay. And then we're drafting Shedeur. So we feel like that's our quarterback. That's our guy. All right. But now you going back second for a D tackle or needs. I feel like now I got to go get me a wide receiver, man. Because now I've just essentially did my same scenario that I was already in. I got one dog and I got some others. And not others in the sense of not dogs, because Calvin Austin to me is a dog. But in the sense of like a GP caliber dog, a DK caliber dog, those are different caliber dogs. Catch what I mean? So I feel like, man, by moving on from GP in this scenario, now I feel like I have to get me a wide receiver back in this draft, which I ain't tripping on. I'm not tripping on that at all, along with resetting the clock, right? Because now I don't have to worry about the contract element that GP is a part of. But now I got a big hole at safety, because I for certain got to replace that Minkah Fitzpatrick production. And yeah, where does that come from? Those are the questions. For certain, those are the questions. All right. Huh. Now, Brandon Griffin says you could do all that next year, which you absolutely could, man. You definitely could, but we still got to get through this year first before we get to next year. I know we're ready to just like airmail this year, and then hopefully that everything works perfectly next offseason, the next draft, and then we back winning the championship. But we've just seen a lot of data that doesn't support that method always paying dividends in the immediate future. So just to give us, some other options, let's try to focus on this year real quick. That's all, baby. But I see what you're on. I definitely see what you're on, man. Hey, I am happy. Shout out to you. He says, happy birthday, Arthur. You're 5 years younger than Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, that is kind of crazy, bro. Shout out to Rodgers, man. Rodgers, hey, Rodgers been living a long time, man. I look forward to the day I catch that age. I look forward to the day I tap into them fours. All right, right now I'm just keep rocking with them 37s. All right, 37 on Friday. Your boy can't wait. Your boy can't wait. All right, you only turned 37 once. Just remember that. Can't wait. Okay. 828 style. 828 style, man. Shout out to you also, man. Appreciate you as always. And in fact, 828, I was thinking of you the other day because I was rocking out with the custom Jordans you made for me, man. Back, was that 2 years ago now? Yeah, I pulled up on them. I was like, you know what? I'm putting these on. I was just like, 828 style, made these, man. Shout out to 828, man. So hope all is well with you. But he says, if the Browns sign Russell Wilson, do you think Kenny Pickett will ask for another trade? Oh, Lord, don't do Kenny like that, man. Kenny would low key probably be sick if he see. Well, I mean, Russ is scheduled to go there tomorrow night. That's what I thought. Yeah, I think that's what I saw the report say. So, we will see. I mean, Kenny for certain didn't like it last time. So, we will see. We will see. But he says, I hope Russ hunts him everywhere he goes. Rodgers or Russ? No. He says, hashtag go young. All right. Okay. I don't hate going young. My thing is, I think everybody has like different mindsets on what they're willing to accept in terms of being competitive this year. Are we trying to continue to win a championship and be all in with the pieces that we currently have? Do we feel like we need to have this like art of war, super strategic strategy, take a step back and then take 2 steps forward? It sounds good type concept. Then is it, all right, do we just blow the whole thing up concept? Like, we're having all these different avenues and, discussions about how we can do this. But I think, the one thing that I will say about Coach Tomlin and the guys that are currently in that organization, they don't go into seasons with the mindset that they can't win. They feel like they're the best in the world. They feel like they're the best at what they do, and their track record has supported that for a long time. So with players, we will look, even myself, I look at and I say, man, I don't think that guy's good enough. That coaching staff, man, under Coach Tomlin, he is going to have the utmost belief that whoever is on his roster, he can find a way to get the most out of them, for better or worse. And I think that's part of what we've talked about when we say, yeah, he gets the most out of, the Ducks of the world, the Kennys of the world, the Masons, the Mitches of the world. But at the same time, it's like, that's kind of hurting us because we haven't been able to get another Ben Roethlisberger or one of those type of guys because we just aren't picking early enough in the draft. So you're kind of stuck right there. But to me, man, I don't think that's a bad problem to have. I think it's just our current situation, and patience for everybody is going to be different. And that's what we've obviously seen these past couple of seasons, and going forward, we're going to continue to see. Hopefully we don't have to test that patience too much more, because eventually it will run out, and we don't want that to happen. But that's kind of where we're all at with this thing, man. Shout out to Let's Go UW spinning the block, and he says, I'm in favor of Jameis because he reaches his potential, which he does. And we have a franchise quarterback. This is capable of that. Yes, he is. Or, there's always an or. He bottoms out and we get a high draft pick, because I don't have any faith in any QB solution this season will make any difference in the end. And I think that that's a fair assumption and a fair assessment and a fair, way to break that down. Let's go, UW. And if that's the mindset that you have, I can totally understand why you said what you said about those other players, man. If you look at all this and say, man, I think that all of this is the same, then yeah, go with the wild card that does have elite level upside, but also has catastrophic level downside, and pray that we get one or the other. Because like you said, if we hit the home run, then great. We got our answer. We got our guy. We feel good about it. We're going to win a ton of games this year. But worst case, if it goes completely left, bottoms out, he goes for 30 for 30 again. Well, you picking in the top 5, and now you're going to get a chance to get the Arch Manning that everybody has talked about, right? I don't know if that's the consensus guy that everybody wants, but I know that's the name that a lot of people have been bringing up or referencing. So you do kind of have that option right there, all right? But we shall see, man. We shall see. But yeah, I don't hate the Jameis part of it, though. I definitely don't. And once again, if that's how you feel, man, that, yeah, Rodgers, Russ, any of these other dudes in the draft are kind of all going to be in the same, space of Yeah, we just treading water. Small margin for error. Got to be perfect. Win via turnovers, win via running game, win via, splash here or there. But as a whole, we know when he gets to the postseason, it's going to be uphill climbing. I can understand. I can definitely understand that. So shout out to you. Let's go, UW. That's why I like your energy, though, baby. You know that, all right? It ain't just because you a Wyoming dude and Josh Allen went to Wyoming. No. It's because you good dude, man. And you told me about Chad Moon. I like him, all right? Let's see. State of the 412. Spinning the block again, showing some more love. I appreciate you. Just, hey, state of the 412. Just know I appreciate you. All right? From the heart, I do. I appreciate all y'all in here tonight. The ones that hit the like button, the ones that just watching, the ones that's in the comment section, the Jay Farrells, the Brodricks, the Buzz Downs, the Marks, the Mike T's, the Brobarians, the Dylan Goodsons, the Brandon Griffins, the Skylar Thompson Mania, all y'all rocking out AC. I see you. And I appreciate you, all right? So make sure I give y'all some love while we doing this thing. And then we got the homie Justin Gordon also spinning the block, man, dropping another super from the heart. I appreciate you. He says, they talk so bad about Shedeur Sanders. Like he'll be there for us at 21. How far can he fall before we go get him? And what does it take? The thing is this, man, he plays quarterback. It's supply and demand. If you look like you're competent and capable of playing quarterback in the National Football League, you're going in the first round. Worst case, the second round. That's why those dudes do that. Why every year we do the same thing. We say, hey, man, all right, I don't think any of these dudes are like franchise caliber. Any of these dudes are just perfect prospects. But that guy has a lot of the intangibles. This guy's had some really good moments. And we started talking ourselves into it because what position do we say is the most important position on the field? Quarterback. We say, what position do you have to have that answer before you go and figure out the direction of your team? Quarterback. So with a guy like Shedeur has proven at every level he can have success and he can win. He's proven that he is very accurate. I love his deep ball. He's proven that he's extremely tough. He's proven that his game travels. Doesn't matter the weather. So those are all the things to me that says, yeah, you're going to be a first or second rounder at worst because of those traits, because of those intangibles. Then when you throw in the pedigree as well of, his father is and the way that he's played and has conducted himself, just his brand as a whole, those are all the other parts that I say, man, I don't have to worry about. Can you handle the limelight? Can you actually handle being a franchise caliber quarterback? Can you actually handle coming into a meeting room with 28, 29, 30-year-old grown-ups, men with wives and children, and you got to lead them? You got that type of confidence? You got that type of belief in yourself? Those are the things that when I look at Shedeur, I'm like, yeah, he has that. When we look at some of these other guys, those are the question marks. Heck, we talked about that with Kenny, right? He's like, yeah, man, they're still trying to see, can he be that vocal leader? Can he take this, the bull by the horn, so to speak? Not everybody can. But to me, Shedeur has already proven that he has a higher probability of being able to do that, along with still being able to have production on the field. If he was perfect, he would be the number 1 overall pick. But all of these dudes, man, to an extent, have something about their game that has to develop. And that's the other part. It's not a crime for these dudes to develop. If the dudes come into the NFL and they never get better, you're not going to be in the league long, man. So wherever, we might feel he's coming into the league, it's like, yo, this is where you're entering, but this is the mindset. You're constantly getting better. We talk about Tom Brady. He's the poster boy for that. Antonio Brown, poster boy for that. Dudes that come in late rounds and have these heck of careers, it's like, yo, poster boys, because they've proven that you can develop. You can write whatever the narrative was against you that was saying that you could not. Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? Another common name, new name. So to me, man, that's how I look at a Shedeur. I say you have a lot of the intangibles already in place. But now the question is, can you come in here and develop? Can you come in here and make good decisions on the field? Can you protect the football? Half the battle is that. Just don't turn the ball over. Can we do that? We know Shedeur does that at a high level. You catch what I'm saying? So those are the reasons why, for me, I look at him and I say, man, yeah, if he's going to be falling, if teams, want to look at him sideways, like, yo, I don't have an issue bringing that in here, especially when we're looking at our current quarterback situation. I'm like, worst case is super cheap. That's the other part of it. I'm not paying at 30 to come in here and pray that I could get just good play and not blow it up or not have, you fall off the cliff. It's like, that's with Shedeur. I'm like, at least I got that other option in there. So that's how I look at him, man. But, we'll see. We will see, man. But it's going to be exciting, man. The longer we go, if we don't get one of these big name or one of these higher end remaining quarterbacks, he's going to heavily be a part of the conversation. It'll be Shador, it'll be a Jackson Dart, it'll be a Will Howard, it'll be a Jalen Milroe, right? It'll be those combos. I don't think we will go out there and actually trade for Kyler Murray at this stage just because the contract, along with the contracts that we already have, I think it's a lot of money that we would be, accounting for. But could we do it? I'm sure Omar can make it work. There are multiple ways to make more cap space, to make more, to get a little bit more flexibility with that via extensions and restructures. So we do got some of that. But to me, I think when you start taking that approach of having to trade for players, man, you're just having to give up a lot more assets, and it really stretches you a lot more thin. And that's what we're trying to do at this stage, man. But I do prefer, if I had to choose, if it's draft Shador versus trading for Kyler Murray, I'm going the draft Shador route because it's going to take way less to acquire him. Even if I have to move up in the draft, that's a lot easier to do than it is to go acquire Kyler Murray, because that's going to take picks and players, and then I got to take on the contract when he comes over here. It's a lot that comes with that. So that's kind of, like I said, man, how we're seeing this thing right now, man. These quarterbacks, though, man, it's a reason why they are important, man. They are very important, for better or worse. For better or worse. All righty. Couple more supers in here, man. I was waiting on the homie TG. He said he's en route. I said, all right, baby, just hit me when you get there. I got time for you. All righty. Richard R. Bezo, he says, trade back, draft Talik Williams. Shout out to Talik. I like Talik out of Ohio State. Big body interior D lineman, man. Can rush the passer. Nice hands as well. And he says, secure a pick for a running back. I mean, I like all of that. My question is, who's your quarterback? That's my only issue. Once I know who my quarterback is, then I think we can start talking trading back and stuff like that. I think if it is Russ or Rodgers, right, or even Jameis for conversation purposes, I'm open to, I am open to it. If we have one of those three, I'm open to it. Obviously, if you're trading for Kyler Murray, we don't even have that pick more than likely. But I would be open to it. I don't know if I love Talik Williams if I'm trading back. If I'm trading back, me personally, I want to go far enough back that I get better value, and then I'm probably going to still draft Ashton Genty or Amarion Hampton. One of those two. I prefer Amarion Hampton because he's a bigger frame. It gives me more Najee vibes, just the newer model upgraded version. That's the approach I'd rather take. I do love what I see with Talik, though, man. I think his game is nice. But that's if I'm moving back, I'm going to make that running back more of the priority. And then from there, I'm going to try to address that D-line situation, whether it's one body or multiple bodies that way. But like I said, man, that's just how I would look at it. But I still, like I said, as it stands today, we got to have that quarterback situation figured out first before we start talking trading back, man. That's my only thing. But I like your energy, Richard. I like your energy. And we'll get back to mock drafts as well, man. I do know last week, man, a lot of y'all sent them in. We talked about a couple of them on the show on Thursday. But then obviously this week we knew, man, free agency starting up. It was going to take over everything. And that's kind of why we're all doing the same thing, right? We keep refreshing our Twitter. We keep looking. We're like, all right, do we got any new update? Let's see. Nope. Now it was talking about, what was that? Anthony Richardson. We don't want to trade for that. Nope. Not seeing any updates. Y'all seen any updates on y'all's? Maybe it's my phone. I don't know. Nope. I don't see anything. No new updates. All righty. Well, we will see. But in the meantime, I guess we'll hit the homie TG up and get his thoughts on the scenario, on the situation, while we wait to find this here quarterback answer out, man. All righty. And you see I'm doing this like a vet today, man. I'm getting everything set up on the front end before I switch that graphic and then do all that cool talk stuff, all right? What they say? This is not my first rodeo. Alrighty. Yeah, man, it's super quiet on Twitter right now, man. Every time I'm looking, I'm like, yo, nobody's gonna sign. Like we ain't got nothing going on. Nobody want to get the deal done. It's craziness, man. Absolute craziness. But such is life. Such is life. Alrighty. Well, you already know the drill, man. Hit the like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. You know, it's time to call up the homie, Terence Garvin. Let's talk to the dog real quick. Yo, you got me over there?
My dog.
Hey, there he is. Well, let's drop the intro. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages. You know what time it is, man. I'm joined right now by that Pittsburgh Steelers alum. I'm talking about that West Virginia, the Mountain Mama. I'm talking about that WVU alum. They said it's almost 7 there. And a lot of people say that too. A lot of people say that, all right? But I'm also talking about my locker mate. One half of the locker mates and the current defensive coordinator of the Mike Vick-led Norfolk State University Spartans. Behold the green and the gold. Shout out to the one and only Terence Garvin. Oh my
dog. Yes, I love
it. TG. Hey, that was like the standing ovation joint. Yo, I see you in here. Hey, well, I seen a barely I always weep. Man, I see y'all in the back. Hey, man. Come on, bro. I see you in the background, bro. Hey, they rocking with you, man. Just know they rocking with you, man. Oh, man. Cody James even said, Cody James says the crowd goes wild. Jay Farrell was giving the big boy hand clap emojis. Mano and Steelers Girl 517 are all saying TG. Actually, T Jizzle, all right? Because you cool like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they rocking with you, all right? They rocking with you tonight. So, figure, man, we go ahead and get right into this thing if that's all right with you. We do finally have some official numbers on Darius Slay. So now that we have those numbers, I did want to get your thoughts on it. 1 year, $10 million, fully guaranteed. How you feeling about that?
Good deal. Good corner. Good deal. Good corner. I'm not mad at the 10. You got it. You can spend it. That's a good corner. I think that's the piece I don't want to say just finish the defense, but that's going to wrap some stuff up in terms. And Jackson played really well. The corner they had.
Yeah, shout out to Dante.
Yeah, played really well. Got some money, but this is
joining Najee out there in LA.
Just a little bit more mannish. You know, a little bit more. I got this. Let me handle this. Let me do what I do. You know, so I'm excited about Big Play Slay, man. Big Play Slay. His energy. I think him and Tomlin will do well together. They'll do well.
Now, I like what you brought up, though, man, when you said mannish, and not in the sense of like Darius Slay is more man than Dante Jackson, but what we're saying is the style of corner, right? One is a true press man to man. I got this guy. I'm not looking for my zone. Like, this is my guy. He won't catch the ball.
Run the cover 4 over there. I got this over here.
Yep, you know what it is.
I got this.
You know what it is.
Or put me on your number 2 and let's run the zone around your 1, and I got the 2 down.
Can I get that cover? So you saying cover 6? Can I get that cover 6 pop and keep JPJ to the front side? I like your energy. You know what time we on.
Yeah, I don't need the 1. Give me the 2.
You get me going.
Cool.
You get me going.
But I'm gonna hold the 2 down. I'm gonna lock this up.
Lock him up.
I got this. Yeah, don't worry about the 2. The 2's done.
Put the
y'all run the zone on the 1. Straight.
I got the seatbelt on right now. Let's put the seatbelt on, TG. You got me hype right now. I'm storing it out there. You got me hype. I'm sorry about that, all right?
He's gonna bring swag. Extra swag.
It's big play, man. You know how we feel about big play. Come on, man.
Big play.
We was loving big play when he was in Detroit when they was sorry. Come on, now.
Man, big play been holding it down when they was sorry.
Come on, when they was sorry, he was out there.
They was sorry. Big play deserved what's about to happen in Pittsburgh.
Come on, man. He deserved this, man.
He deserved it.
Big play that had to put his time in, man. 100%, 100%. But like I said, man, I'm in agreement with you, though. In terms of the 10 mil, we do have available resources. You overpay maybe $1 million or $2 million, sure. But what you're bringing in terms of the pedigree, in terms of the leadership, in terms of all the intangibles, along with everything you just said from a flexibility standpoint with coverages now, that's a major boost to me, man. And I agree. Now, I do got to ask, though, because some people in the comment section, they were a little bit, curious what separates Darius Slay from the Patrick Peterson signing, where that necessarily didn't age as well.
Different. I don't want to say a different age because I think they're around the same.
They're around
age,
the same
but
age. They're around the same age.
Different car. You know, Pepe was definitely managed. He was managed. He's the ultimate managed. But I think, and it might sound crazy, Slay's a little looser in the hips. Slay's just a little bit more managed.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Hey, look, I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. To me, one is like a muscle car. One is like a little bit foreignish. Like to me, Slay has a little bit more of I could get in and out, ready for the Autobahn, give me the BMW type. Whereas Pat P is like that Shelby Cobra. It's fire, but we know it ain't handling the same way that the other one is. And early on for Pat P, his athleticism was so elite that it makes up for some of that tightness. Whereas when you start to age, it does obviously show a little bit more. Whereas I think with Slay, supporting what you're saying, I do agree. It's like he still is able to move better. He's still a little bit more fluid even at this stage of it. And that is, critical at that position, man.
For sure.
Now we also brought in another one. Or you had anything else you had with that? Or I know if you had anything else, I want to cut you off.
No, I mean, I like Slay. I think that's a piece.
Yeah.
I like Slay. I like Slay. I like Slay. I like that finding. I like everything about it. I like Slay.
Hey, question. Will he put his face in the fan? Will he put his face in the van?
I don't know if you ask him to do that.
Well, we've seen JPJ have to do it. That's what we're saying. What is it?
I don't
like. What does that look like? Is he a willing participant, or are we gonna be looking for him? Are we playing 10 on 11? Like, what's the situation?
I think he will. We're playing 11 on 11.
Okay.
I think he will. I think he definitely will. Playing 11 on 11 for sure.
Okay.
But I think he will.
Because I'm with you. He's definitely a cover guy first. Like, let's not get into it. He's a cover guy.
That's not what he's here to do.
He's a cover guy.
We're not making cover 6 for him to fit.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. Hey.
I'm not asking that.
Problem is, we play Baltimore. They go manufacture that somehow, some way where we go get Derrick Henry. Like, you know how that go. I want to see your corner fit. I want to see your safety fit. I want to see are they gonna fit or not. That's what I want to see. Yeah.
Not that he won't, but not here to fit.
Yeah. He'll slow him down enough. Is that what you're telling me? Can he slow him down enough? Yeah.
Slow him down. Get in his way a little bit.
That's it.
Y'all fit.
That's it. I'm with you.
Y'all are here to fit.
I'm with you. Shout out. Shout out.
Everybody, y'all fit.
Hey, it's levels to it, man. Hey, tackling corners don't get paid as much as cover corners. Just know that, all right? So ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. But speaking of corners, though, man, we did obviously bring in another corner, formerly of the New York Jets, Brandon Echols. How'd you feel about that move? I don't know if you saw that. That recently happened, probably within the past couple of hours. But he was the third corner with the Jets. Outside, inside, a little bit more slot. Obviously, once you talked about healthy Sauce Gardner and healthy DJ Reed. But how'd you feel about the Brandon Echols? If you had a chance to see that just yet?
Yeah, that's okay. Another corner. Another corner. I'm not mad at it. It's some guys in there. We got to see how they come back from injury and whatnot.
Yeah, and he's 5'10", so has good size on him, at least from the height profile. Let me pull up his body. I want to say he's 5'10", about $195, if I remember correctly.
They gave him some money. They didn't even pay.
Oh no, excuse me, 5'10", $179. No. Nothing. I haven't seen any of the hard facts on his money just yet. So I was looking for that as well, man. I have not seen that just yet, but I'm with you. It didn't get.
I think that's a big part of the story.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think that don't sound like not. I'm interested.
Well, the question too, what I want to see is after seeing Malik Harrison get 2 for 10. If he got 2 for 10, I'm sure Brandon Echols probably got something.
Yeah, that's early.
Yeah,
he definitely got something.
You catch what I'm saying? I'm like, hey man, if that one got that,
then
yeah, man.
But I think that's that. Like, what do you want your corner to look like?
Yeah, very true.
What do you want your corner to look like? What do you want? How do you want to play this? How do you want to play this?
How you feel about a 5'10" nickel versus Beanie, who is what? Beanie is.
I love Beanie. I love Beanie.
Oh no, I'm team Beanie as well. Beanie's just. I'm saying he's like a smaller guy. Is what I'm saying though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Beanie's more the zone guy, the Mike Hilton type.
Mm-hmm.
Fix you up. I think that sounds a little bit more managed to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
so you say we see in the shift we about to be coming out here mad man to man. JPJ, Brandon Echols, and Darius Slay. Okay.
Let the safeties fit.
Well, as a pass rusher, we love man to man guys now. Man to man, hey man, we got a little bit more time over here now. All right, stay sticky in coverage. I get on now. Yeah.
The original.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a little bit more. Yeah, definitely more of a man guy. Got him from the Jets.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you already know what that is over there. Heavy on the man side.
Homework.
Yeah, heavy on the man side.
Homework. He'll throw him something. Do my homework. Throw him something, little man. DJ Reed. Checking that DJ Reed tape.
That's what you the defensive coordinator, man. That's what you the defensive. Yeah. You don't become defensive coordinator if you don't do your homework, man. All right.
I'm not mad at it.
Come on, man.
He's scrappy. I like him.
Hey, look, I know the Jets are your second team anyways, man. I ain't want to call y'all, but it's all good. That's why I think anything Jets related, I could just ask you because you was watching their games in real time. I had to go back and watch the games. You watched them in real time. You had popcorn, wings. I know how you did it, man. You had your Aaron Rodgers jersey on, didn't you?
No. But that's the slot.
Yeah.
That's the slot. That's a nickel.
Yeah, facts. So big nickel though. 5'10". That's on the taller side. That's on the bigger side. That's on the bigger side. Heck yeah.
It's a complete because he played man.
Yeah,
that's a man nickel though. I'm after you.
Long.
Scrappy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it. I love my West Virginia guy, but I'm not mad at it.
Well, and I say this, man. If this pushes Beanie Bishop to have direct competition, I love it. Because Beanie is either going to elevate to another level, and we thought he played really well his first year. Did he have some growing pains? Yes, but any young player does. But to me, I'm either going to get an even elevated, more productive Beanie Bishop. I'm going to have some type of two-man tandem a la Cam Sutton and Mike Hilton type between these two guys. Or Brandon Echols is going to be my clear-cut man-to-man guy in there. And I'm going to feel good about having these bigger body man-to-man corners. And we pressing everything. We playing man in this big dog rush energy, his big pass rush energy, and his big, TJ, go get me 14 of them things plus. Hey, Highsmith, give me 10 of them things, plus Killer Cam, give me 10 of them, plus Herbie, give me a little 8-piece as well, and we can get it how we live. Like, that's...
You paid a linebacker 10, you just gave him 10.
Come on, man. Come on now.
I got to send him a couple of times.
Come on now. PQ going to go. PQ going to go. Malik Harrison going to go a little bit. Malik could give you a couple of, but PQ got to get some.
That's why Malik got to give me 4.
Yeah. Come on, 4. Man. Come on. You got to get 4. E-Rod was giving you like 3. He was giving you that. Yeah. Come on, bro. Yeah. The 2 for 10 it count. Like that come with strings, man. Yeah.
I need that 4.
Big facts. From that. Big facts.
PQ got to give me 4.
Mm-hmm. Or 2 picks. Either 4 sacks or 2 picks. One or the other. You know the rules, man. It's too much money without enough splash, and that'll get you
turnovers.
They start looking at your contract funny. Hey, bro. Hey, you ain't on little money no more. When you start in them 5s or higher, we got turnover expectations.
This look like a 2 for 10 type. It's probably a 2 for 10 type.
Yeah,
I look for 2 for 10.
I'm with you.
Which wouldn't be bad. I look for the 2 for 10. Which if it's that, he'll get that slot.
Yeah.
Here we go. That's the business, though. It's not personal.
It is. Because if it's a 2 for 10, if he's getting anything over $3 million, Beanie Bishop is no longer the starter, and we both know this.
For sure.
It's nothing that Beanie did. It's nothing that Beanie did.
He's going to get better at this position.
It's the same reason why I'm over here like, you better get familiar with Malik Harrison, all right? Because he's getting 2 years for $10 million.
Yeah.
We're not talking Mark Robinson. He is going to be playing, man. He's getting $5 million per season. He is going to be playing. We're not debating that no more. He's playing, man. So
he's gonna get
come on, bro. And that's the unfortunate or fortunate business element of professional sports. When that money is you're not paying him that with a salary cap and saying, I'm gonna sit him on the sideline for the cheaper option. Absolutely not. So we will see, man, but that's what we're waiting on with the numbers with Brandon Echols. That's why I was a little bit surprised with the Slay number. When that came in 10 mil fully guaranteed, I'm like, okay, all right, they feel good about it. They feel really good, and you paid a little bit of premium on it. But it's a 1-year deal, so we good.
With you.
Now, we had even more action going on, even more signings. We signed us a running back. Shout out to Super Bowl champion Kenneth Gainwell. Another number 14, by the way. But what's your thoughts on Kenneth Gainwell, man? Super Bowl champion, joining the black and the gold.
Yeah. That's my man from Philly.
Uh-huh.
That's that scat back type, you know?
The little
Come out
change
the
up.
backfield, hit you, weapon. I just live with Saquon. I might know something. It's something.
He said that
know.
Saquon might have rubbed off on me, man.
I learned
I
something.
got a
He used to
reverse
hit it
jump
too.
button. I got the spin move, double
He
hurdle
used to have
backwards.
real good runs too. I don't know if he's a premium. I like them as the compliment. I think you still need one.
Because you got
Like,
Jalen Warren right now. Now you're looking at Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell right now.
What's my man name? His name was McFarland.
Anthony McFarland. Yep.
Anthony McFarland.
He in the UFL right now too, low key. We'll talk about him in a little bit, but yeah.
But that type of swag, kind of a change of pace, but I'll hit
utility type dude.
Yeah, utility. But I'm a bag.
Yeah, no, he can, like when I say utility, I mean like a true a more RB3, RB2 high end than feature
I'm the third
guy.
Down back.
Yes,
I'm the third down. You know, I'm getting out.
Yeah,
I'm saying I'm getting out.
Oh yeah, he ain't in the protection. If you got him, you blitzing? Nah, you covering that fella. Yeah,
getting out.
You
blitzing, I'm getting out.
He lined up right behind the tackle. You already know what it is.
Another weapon. I'm not mad at it. I think he'll replace Patterson. He'll be a better Patterson for sure.
Can he get A4?
He'll get no. We gotta stop that. We gotta stop that.
He can't get 14. We got a log jam at 14 right now. So I'm just trying to give some options. We're like, yo, you want a 4 in your number? 8-4 is still available. That's what I'm saying, man.
I think 8-4 would have looked better if he didn't have that 8-4.
I would agree as well. The 8-4 put way more pressure on it. It's expectations. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that 8-4 was a lot to grab. I wouldn't grab that. Like now you got 8-4 on you. Now you got
now you fighting demons. Now you fighting ghosts. Yeah, you don't want to fight that. Now you trying to prove that you better than Tupac to Jada Pinkett Smith. You don't want to do that, man. That's a hard fight. That's a hard fight right there, bro. It's uphill, man. It's uphill the whole time, bro.
Fighting a tough battle at that point.
Facts. I can dig it, man.
You're the guy that replaced David Ruff.
Hey, man. Why you want to be the lead singer? You sure you want to do that? Yeah. You sure you don't want to be a part of this?
Come on.
You got to put his suit on? That one right there? God, dog.
Why you spin like that?
Come on, bro. Just change the whole routine up, bro. Just change the whole thing up.
That's not how he would have did it. Like we can't just let people just get in that 8-4. We gotta respect it too. I get it, but we gotta respect that 8-4.
Shout out.
That 8-4 was a monster.
I look, his credit low key been coming back around. He been quiet enough. He just on occasion he a little social media-y, but he's still staying funny. He's still staying harmless, and he's equal opportunity with it. So I'm like, all right, AB. You're heading in the right direction, man. You're treading right.
All it takes is one person to pull it, and then everybody will do it.
You know it.
Just take one person.
You know it.
High school to do it.
You know it. Somebody got to do it. He got to make a donation to get right. He just got to just pay off a donation real quick and just get right, bro.
Do it. Everybody will do it.
He got to lead the charge, man. Just remember when the God's Plan video dropped and how everybody was on their philanthropic vibe, and it just changed the narrative, bro. Sometimes you just got to change the narrative, bro. Just get real philanthropic. Just start doing good stuff, man. Just start doing good stuff, bro. Ain't nothing wrong doing good stuff, man. Just start doing some good stuff, bro. Yeah, come on, bro. You feel me? Hey, 84 little kids, man. Just give something like that, man. You know that smile you got. We see you flossing on the sideline. You know how you do, man. Come on, bro.
I believe.
Come on, man. Hey, but whatever you do, Kenneth Gainwell, don't put the A4 on your back, bro. Just stay away from it. Stay away from it, man.
Yeah,
stay away from it. Shout out to Kenneth, man. Lastly, though, with Kenneth Gainwell, how you feel about the Super Bowl pedigree, man?
I think you love that. I think a winner's a winner. I know how to win. I know what it looks like in practice. I know how to talk to people. I know how to be positive, like winner traits, you know? And I think he was just around a winner. Like Saquon was the ultimate teammate. And
facts. Big facts on that.
Ball on the ground, for him to not take them records, for him just certain like ultimate teammate. And you seen that, and you seen that get rewarded to where it's like, hopefully that did rub off in the sense where you bring that over here and you show guys what that did look like, man. I remember he used to do this. I seen him do this.
Saquon every Thursday would do this after practice. Every Tuesday he'd do this.
You bring something, you know, like the Pokeballs. Like it's something I learned from that. I'm bringing some knowledge. Like I got this from there, man. Like when they was over there every Thursday, got in the cold tub for this long. So man,
Hey, low
just
key though,
anything.
low key.
And
If
when they
you
draft,
right, that's how you do it
come
though, ain't it?
on,
If you
you
know, you
know.
know.
If you know, you know. When they draft this running back, they're gonna bring one in, and you can teach them, and they can grow, and that could be a nice package in there. That's a long day.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long day because now you go get you a nice one,
Give
man.
me a
You can get you
Marion
a
Hampton.
nice.
I'm throwing him out there. I want a
No,
Marion
man, you
Hampton. Can I
keep
get the
saying
big body?
that.
Let me
You
get a
keep
Marion
saying that.
Hampton, bro. What's up, man?
I like something just
You
attackish.
don't like that? Which one
You
you like
know.
then? Who you like, man? Who you like? Drop a
Um,
name for me, man.
I like that boy Henderson out of O State. I like him.
Travion Henderson. That was my next
Travion
option.
Henderson. I love that.
You
I
like
love
him over
that.
Marion? Just figure that ass.
I,
Just figure that ass. I'm like
I,
they both big body Benzes.
they big body.
They big
I
body
like
joys.
Henderson though.
All right.
Henderson running.
He
Running.
is. He told that thing.
Running. I like running. I like that. He got that. He got that. You remember that? What's that boy? He was out of Bowie State a couple years. Isaac Redmond feel that. Like,
Ooh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to Redmond.
And I
Yeah, good
match
call.
you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
match
good
you. I
call.
match you.
I
I
see.
match you.
So I agree with you there. I do feel like his
A
style
little bit
is more
faster.
that where
Faster though.
they both 4.4. They both ran 4.4 at the combine.
He fast.
One was
I feel like he
4.43, one
fast.
was 4.46, or one was 4.45, one was 4.47. They both 4.4. You know how that
They
is, man.
running.
We
They
talking
running.
big bodies that can go.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying though with Travion. I think for me with the Marion, I think he's a little bit more elusive.
I like him.
I think a
I
little bit of
like
that. I
him.
think a
I'm
little bit
with
more
you.
of
I
that.
like him.
You know what I mean? But I see what you see in Travion. That's why I'm like I like them both. It's just which one you prefer. So yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I'll be real something crazy. I don't know if I super want elusive. I want somebody to hit that thing
Hit
at
you in your
a
face.
high tempo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking for that.
Because I
And
think
then
if
I'm gonna
that's the
come
approach,
back
it's Travion.
and I'm gonna give you a warning. Yeah, I'm gonna come
Yeah.
back and give you I'm gonna come back and give you this. Then I'm gonna then I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna give you that some more,
Yeah.
know?
Now I'm
But
with
I
you.
got this
I'm definitely
I'm
with you on
trying to
that
build
then.
this play action game. I
Yeah.
want them safeties.
So if I'm trying to
I care
bang you
about
like
that.
that, Travion
Yeah.
Henderson, I definitely put
I
more of
want
a
it to be I
priority.
want it to be physical.
Okay.
I don't want it to be heavy. I want it to be
And see,
physical.
that's the difference. Because Marion Hampton
Yeah.
reminds me
I
of
don't
Joe
want
Mixon.
heavy.
And Joe Mixon is like
Yeah.
heavy, nimble, but not the Najee thumper, not the
Yeah.
I'm a
I
just
don't
the
want the
Marshawn
I
Lynch.
don't
I'm a
mean to
bop,
say it like
bop,
this.
bop,
I
bop.
don't want the Najee
Yeah.
thump. I want it to
But like I know
be
what you mean, like the
I want
upgraded.
yeah, I want
Yeah.
it to be
But you're downhill.
physical.
We're not trying to run around
Yeah.
you. You know what this
I
is. It's a
want
long day.
Pacheco.
Yeah,
I
that's what
want
I'm
a
saying. Yeah.
Pacheco 4 yards.
Yeah.
You give me a Pacheco four
It's a
yards, then
headache. Yeah.
I got two Ferraris on the outside. I dare you. I dare you to bring one of them safeties
Yeah.
down. Hold that.
I like it, baby. I
Hold
like
that.
it.
And I
I
still
like
got
it.
speed in that slide.
Oh yeah,
Like you
Calvin
sleep
will
on
put
that
you on
speed in that
alert.
slide. I still got
Calvin will
wheels
put
in
you
the
on
slide.
alert, and we can low key.
Yeah.
We can do certain things with these two wide receivers. Get
Yeah,
that
you don't gotta
personnel where I'm gonna
overthink
get this
this.
matchup. And now
You don't gotta
Calvin
overthink
running up that
this.
scene. We didn't see him put that on tape too many times last year, man. Too many
The
times last
combat
year.
catching is way too high level. Like
Yeah.
somebody's gotta be
Uh-huh.
one on one. Somebody's got a safety by themselves.
And then Moof is the dude that's the silent assassin in the middle of the field.
That's
We
all.
know what he
That's
could
in
do.
it.
Yeah.
Man, I got paid and started scoring.
Low key.
It's time now.
Oh boy, gotta check and start touching pay. We say, oh, he back.
Started
All
touching
right,
paint.
dang.
It's time
You just
now.
want a little money? If that's all you said, we would have been paid you, man. Dang.
Stay tight end. Weapon.
Heck yeah,
No, but
man.
it's time. Like it's there. It's just that centerpiece.
Yeah.
It's that centerpiece. They need that centerpiece.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. But we feel good about the game we'll move, though. We like what we're doing with the running back, so we will see. We will see which version we add to the equation, man. Because we definitely gonna have to add something, though, because we both are in agreement, though, right? Warren and Gainwell still more committee / RB2s than feature RB1.
I think you got a bunch of twos right now.
Yeah. Respect. All right, and y'all hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe either if you're digging me and the homie Terence Garvin, aka TG, while we in here cutting up for a little while longer. Alrighty. I was trying to stall. I was waiting because I've been doing this thing every 20 minutes. I check my phone. I go to Twitter or X, and I'm looking. I'm trying to see Did Shefty give me any updates? Did Rappaport give me any updates? Has anybody told me who my quarterback for the black and gold is going to be? And unfortunately, still no update. So, TG, what's happening with this Russ and Rodgers scenario? What the heck are we going to do, man?
I think you got to go for Rodgers. You got to, he just finds ways to get the ball in his court. I'm not going to lie. He's good at that. Because now you got to wait.
He got the leverage again. How he do that?
Yeah.
I think, how we end up having to wait on him? How this happen?
I think money fixes everything. You see Myles Garrett over there. I love y'all again. Like,
hey, listen, when you get paid 40, it's like I ain't got beef for nothing, man.
So but I don't think you can give Russ all that money.
Russ or they saying Russ and Rodgers want a whole bunch of money. You seen the on paper
Rodgers
what they thought? They said it was supposed to be 2 for $90. That was the dude estimate. He said 2 for $90, bro. That's $45 million, bro. What are we talking about, bro?
You're kind of in a little bit of boat of that's what it costs. But who else you gonna get,
bro?
Right?
You trying to pay $45 million to Aaron Rodgers, man? There's no way you trying to pay $45 million to Aaron Rodgers right now. I know you're not about to say that, bro.
I'm with you.
Come on, what are we talking about?
I can't give him that.
We didn't even want to give Russ 30, and we talking about paying Rodgers 40 to 45, man. Oh Lord, come on, man.
He turns into Aaron again,
bro. We saying like 40. This is 40, like 4.
But that's kind of the going rate for it. It is what it is. You got to pay for the knowledge. The knowledge is crazy. He's gonna make them receivers look like them receivers, and you know that. No matter what, you do know that. He's gonna feed them boys. You do know that.
40
you do know that. You do know that.
You get Rodgers 45. He gonna walk around. He own the joint. He really
like
go walk around like he own the joint. I
mean, you can try to get in that draft. You gotta get in that sweepstakes.
They said what's up with a Shador. You trying to move up to go get it? Where does that go? Because some people say it might fall.
I don't want to put all that pressure on Shador like that. That's a lot.
That's fair, but what's the alternative? You pay Russ 30? You gonna sign Jameis Winston and hope for the best?
I think Shador is ready.
I like Shador. You know I like Shador in the system, man. I feel like, man, the same way we saw Kenny Pickett coming here and Kenny Pickett year one, I'm like Shador's floor is gonna be higher than that. That's how I feel. I feel like, man, survive year one. You gotta survive year one.
I just think you get his keys to somebody, man.
Yes, but we at the same time we might have waited a little bit too long though.
I'm with you, but I think you get these keys, man. Aaron,
I feel like we waited a little longer. I would rather stick with Russ. I feel like Russ is cheaper,
man,
and I still
DK.
Man, give me Russ for 20, and I'm gonna holler at you, man. Give me Russ for 20.
DK and a GP in the same building. You can't play with this.
TG, give me Russ for 25. I'm going to get Cooper Kupp, and I'm saying, bro, let's it's up. We gonna figure it out, man.
I'd rather get Aaron than Russ, man.
Man, Aaron costs too much, and he gonna be tripping. You know he gonna be tripping, man.
He's not gonna be tripping.
Oh my! When is he not tripping? When is he not tripping?
Come correct.
When he not tripping? When is he not tripping?
I'm going with Aaron now.
Aaron had toxic chick you didn't see. Aaron, that chick you didn't see in a couple of these high profile relationships. You like it always seemed to go left. It's Kim K. And for a fact, it's Kim K. You like, bro? Is it Reggie? Is it Humphreys? Is it Ray? Is it like, hey, bro? Like we ain't taking away from you, but it might be you. That's all I'm saying. It ain't you, but maybe it is actually you. Okay,
it might be you.
That's all I'm saying, man. And with Rodgers, I feel like, hey, bro, it can't be the Jets and the Packers and everybody else. It can't be everybody. All right, it can't always be them. It might actually be you. It might be you. And I don't know if I want that with DK and GP because we know how they can get.
With you, man. Give me. I like Aaron. I like Aaron back shoulder game.
Aaron skill wise, I like over all of them. Skill wise,
I like Aaron.
Yeah.
Give me Aaron. Give me Aaron with these pieces.
Okay.
Go give me a running back. Give me Aaron.
Okay.
Give Give me a running back. Give me Aaron. I think we cool at the tackle position. I feel comfortable.
Okay, talking. Okay,
Yeah, I'm cool at the line. My line's cool. I feel good. I
okay,
got a defense. I just got big pace, big play Slay. My
okay. So,
cornerback, I feel good.
so you go
Minka's
draft you a
warmed
running
up.
back or a D tackle, and you Gucci. What you telling me,
Give me a
man?
running back first. Give me a D tackle second.
Talk your talk, then. All right, all right,
Yeah.
all right. I
Then
like
go
your
give me
energy.
another. Yeah. Then go give me another receiver.
Okay. Who
Yeah.
are
Follow
you
that
gonna
back
draft
up.
any of them quarterbacks? You drafting anything? Or you leaving them all out there? Because I know you said
I'm
Jackson Dart
definitely.
at one time, and now they hollering about him shooting up the
That might
draft
be
board.
gone.
Yeah,
Is
they
that
saying
still
that's up the
there?
draft board. That's what.
If that's still there, let me get that.
Because
If that's still
they
there, let
saying
me
that they
get
can
that.
see the darts of the world going in that round one time frame. The
Yeah,
Shadors in the round
I
one
think
time
that's
frame. I'm
gone
like, you
before you
got.
even get up there. If it's a quarterback still there that you can go with, go get it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If a Shador or a Dart is there in their teens, 17, 16, 18, because they're saying Dallas, or not Dallas, but excuse me, Cleveland, if they don't take a quarterback then, it's like, yo, they could fall and slip. At that stage, I'm like, yo, is that
Let me
really a
get it.
terrible option with all the other things on the
me get
table
it.
right now? I don't hate
Let
that.
me get it.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Let me get it, but let me still get Aaron. Let me get AR.
It costs 40 or 45, bro.
Let me get AR.
Man, let me go
Is
holler
there
at
any way
Kyler
we
Murray. Can I talk to you
can
about
we
Kyler
give him
Murray?
15?
Would you be cool with going to get
Can we give
Kyler?
him 12?
You know he's not
Can we
going
give
for
him
that.
12?
Would you be okay with
We
going to
can't give
get
him
Kyler
12.
Murray? Would you be okay
No, I don't
with?
want that.
You don't what?
I don't want
Why you don't want Kyler? What's wrong with Kyler? You don't like Kyler Murray? Come on, fam. Don't do
Give
me
me
like
Aaron.
that. No,
Give me the
time.
one. Give me the
Time
guy.
on. Can we just
He's
talk?
been there.
Can we talk, TG? You know I value your opinion on these things, man. I value your opinion. Talk to me though, man. What's wrong with Kyler? You don't like little Mighty Mouse?
I didn't go get Justin. So I'm obviously like, I'm not into that right now.
Kyler and Justin are two different quarterbacks. We not about to do that, man. We not
Give
about to
me
do that.
I
Come
like
on,
Kyler
man.
with this. I like Kyler. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I don't like Kyler.
Okay, you
I
don't think
like
he can
Kyler.
eat with this?
I think he can eat with this. I think Pittsburgh will be a good city for him.
Coach Tomlin, he
And
finally gets some stability. Like, that's what I'm
it
saying.
ain't too much to do.
Come on, bro.
Let's do this.
Come on, man.
I don't know if I want Kyler. That's a lot.
Kyler
This
more
a
a
big
lot
year,
than
man.
Rodgers. Kyler can't be more a lot than Rodgers.
Way different though.
What do you mean?
Once I get you, I got you. And I love Kyler. Once I get you, I got you. I just gotta get through
And I
this.
feel
period.
great
It's the
about
same
it. See,
period.
I see what you're saying. You're saying I gotta get through this
Once
year,
I
and
get you,
I'm back up in the draft. I don't want
yeah,
that.
I
I'm
just gotta
trying.
get through.
Why
I just
can't
gotta get
Kyler be
through
better
the,
than this year and next year's draft? That's all I'm saying. Do we feel great about next year's prospects more so than Kyler Murray at this stage?
How old is Baby Manning?
Oh, he's a baby.
He's a baby.
Let me pull him up real quick.
I
Hold
don't
on.
know what's coming next. I don't know.
Because that's the only one that
And I'm
everybody
not.
keeps talking about.
I'm not.
Arch
I'm
Manning.
not getting in the all that.
All right, let me
I,
see. All right. Let's get to this young cat real quick. All right. How old are you, Arch? Bro, of course ESPN ain't gonna have an age. Got everything up here but the dude's age. Come on. All right, I'll do it this way. Arch Manning age. And shoot, shout out to the chat, man. Y'all supposed to already have this thing here for me, man. Huh? Why Ellen in here with the answers for me already, man? Jeez Louise. All right. All right. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Bro, everywhere I'm looking, I'm finding everything but his age. They give me all the backstory on there. I'm like, I don't want the backstory. I want his age. I want the numerical part. All right. No, can't find it. All right. Oh, they said 19. All right, shout out to that. Okay, 19. So, yeah, he's still a baby, man. He's still a baby.
yeah. Yeah. Give me. Yeah. I'd take Kyler. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'd be mad at that. I'm okay with that.
I like it there. I like it.
I'm
I
okay
like
with
it.
that.
Hey,
I'm okay with
shout
that.
out
That's
to
a
all y'all
winner.
in the comment section too. Finally giving me my Eric Parker, Brad Smith, Jeff Rosie, man. Let me know he 19. I appreciate y'all. All right, I had me over here Googling all. I'm like, yo, I can't find this dude age anywhere, man. So shout out to y'all. All right. 19 years old. Okay. So, yeah, in that case, he is very much a baby. Very much. But that's the whole Trey Lance thing, isn't it? Isn't that why he shot at the draft board? Because of how young he was?
But that's dangerous. That didn't work out.
Yeah, that's what you about to tell me with this too, right? Because he young. So we should, like, all the upside.
I'm not mad at that.
Oh. All right. Respect.
I'm mad at that.
Respect.
I'll take that, That's
Okay.
a Manny.
Okay, hey, it is a Manning. That's just come on, man. That's the first family of football right there. That's like a Bush or a Clinton or a Kennedy. You know what I'm saying, hey, bro? Stop playing with him, man. Yeah, that's one of them ones. Okay. So we got a plenty of options as we are on Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson watches. What it sounds like. So I do like that. All right. I guess we are to the back end of this thing. And I was going to talk to you a little bit about some of these UFL guys, but I will save that till next week, man, because I do want to take a little bit more time with that. But did want to ask because I haven't seen an update on it just yet. But Cooper Kupp officially released now. Hasn't signed. I haven't seen him sign anywhere just yet. How you feeling about Coop? You know, what's your interest level now that he's officially on the market and stuff like that? And looking at our current cast of players at the wide receiver position.
I'm not mad at Cooper Kupp. Like, I like that nice slide. It'd be a vicious slide. Now you got a dream team out there. Now you got to go young. I don't think you can get a quarterback with that. That's a lot. Can you get a quarterback still with that? That's a lot. I mean,
how much you signing it for? Because it's on the open market.
Yeah, I think somebody will value that at a high level. Somebody will go pay that.
He'll look nice in blue and red. I ain't gonna hold you. He'll look nice in blue and red.
That's the number one. Somebody will value that.
He go right into that blue and red. He look nice with a buffalo on his head. That's all I'm saying. He look real
somebody
nice.
Like the Colts.
Hey,
somebody
listen.
Somebody like the Chargers.
All right. He don't need to go in. If he don't go to Pittsburgh, he just stay on the East Coast. Go to the upper Eastern region. All right.
Yeah, you see where I'm going.
I see where you going. No. Cut to Western New York. All right. That's what you should go to.
In Seattle blue.
No, that's royal blue, man. He a royal blue and red guy, man. If it's not black and gold, of course. Just throwing it out there. He want to play with
it. Jacksonville get it everything.
Oh my gosh, Jacksonville overpay for it. You know Jacksonville overpay.
Jacksonville will give him everything.
Yeah, they overpay for it. So good on Coop.
Carolina will pay that too.
True.
We good in Carolina. Carolina will pay that. I can see Carolina going to get that.
Our argument to Cup though would be we give you more of a chance to win though. We give you more of a chance to get back to the Super Bowl. So I think that still would hold some weight in comparison to Jacksonville and Carolinas of the world, right?
Carolina.
Man,
I could see Kansas City calling that.
I low key could too. I hope it doesn't, but I could for certain see that.
And it would fit perfectly.
I could definitely see that. Yeah.
Now that's where it could go.
Yeah.
And Hopkins just left. I'm sure it's available. Ooh, that sounds perfect.
Your boy Hopkins over here in Baltimore now.
That's where he's gonna go to Kansas City. That's my call.
You calling Kansas City?
I'm calling Kansas City.
All right.
That's my call.
I like it. Well, look, if you don't go Kansas City, man, I like him up in that blue and that red. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
I don't love Hopkins to Baltimore. I don't love that.
You don't like the big bully over there? Why not?
I don't love that.
Why not?
I don't love that. I don't love that.
What don't you love about it though? You love Roger. I mean, you love Lamar, right?
Yeah, that wasn't the one. Like, love Hopkins, and maybe I still got that sour that dropped from the Super Bowl in my mind. Like, still Hopkins, still the man, still the guy. I just don't think that was the one that they were looking for. Like, I think that's a nice piece, but I think they still need a zigzag. Like, even though they got,
because they got Zay Flowers, they have
they got Zay Flowers.
Oh my goodness, what's the other boy up there? Bateman. They got some little dudes there.
Yeah, they need another zigzag. They need they need a nice receiver. They need a nice, they need younger Hopkins. They need what that is in younger point.
Cause that's what I'm trying. I'm like, yo, you sound like, man, Hopkins ain't got it no more. Like I ain't tripping
Hopkins.
on it. Like he's a heck of a career. But
the man
is so we to that stage now. We talk about his character.
Give me a little, just give me a little.
Man,
great guy,
leader in the room, man. First guy in.
Man of the year award.
Hey, get him out there with his foundation stuff, man. Man, that's tough.
Leader still can destroy you.
Tough.
I just don't think I think they're looking for that type. I think that's the right type.
Yeah, type, but the old model. Yeah.
I'd like to see them get, and obviously they won't be able to. Like that boy from Arizona would be good.
Tetered McMillan. Yeah, I can see that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Big,
even
like
though he give me more
yeah.
Mike Evans than D-Hop,
yeah, that's
though.
What I mean, Mike Evans.
D-Hop give me more bully. I
think you're looking for Mike because Mike Evans can't get in and out of there.
He can.
You're looking for that Mike
Definitely
Evans type though.
Yeah.
That
big athlete, big
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think Lamar's not throwing that like that route.
What you
like
mean?
The route he's going to get like that's I don't know. That's not.
I want to hear you say it.
I just don't like them two. I don't think that's.
I like how you talking about him, man.
Yeah.
You say you don't like Lamar making them throws. You don't like him. That ain't the route. That ain't his game, bro.
Yeah.
They're just two different games. That ain't his game. That's all.
Yeah. That's like Giannis and like. Yeah, a big man.
Yeah,
like,
it's a way different style of play.
Yeah. It's like Giannis and Shaq together.
Yeah.
Like it's nice, but it's
like
you're in the way. Scoot over a little.
Yeah.
Bit, you know?
To say, bro, can you just space it out just a little bit? Like I know you're great too, but it's me, Lamar, and Derrick Henry. Like, hey, bro. Yeah. We got big on big right now. Not a lot of space.
It's real big. Big zag.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like a stretch move.
Mm-hmm. Well, shoot, who's still available right now? Was it Cubs out there? Did Diggs sign? Where did Diggs sign? Did he sign yet?
Diggs is out there.
Yeah, because I can see him going to Baltimore. I can see him doing that.
That's the one.
Yeah,
that would have been the one.
I can see that.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I can see that.
I like that a lot.
I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen, but I can see that one.
Calvin Ridley type.
Ooh, yeah. Like I see what you on.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously Jerry Jeudy gone, but something like that, like a bigger body.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, getting in and out of things though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Jefferson over there. I know that's something like that.
Okay. No,
I like that.
Don't rush that anytime soon. Just throwing that out there. Yeah,
and I'm not,
I know you're more pro that because this is your hometown team. You'll be here like a kid on Christmas. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to get the D-Hop jersey. I can't wait to get the Derrick Henry jersey. Oh man, I'm gonna get the Jeff's jersey, home way and alternate. I know how you feel about your Ravens, bro. I know it's all good, bro.
Crazy.
It's all good, man. Look, man. I seen that kid picture of you in that Joe Flacco jersey. Just know. All right. I know. I seen it. It's cool.
Come on, man.
You had the Flacco
Tony
on. I ain't
Adams,
tripping, bro.
Man, trying to get that autograph.
My dog said I was watching Steve McNair and them folk out there, man. Hey, look, man. I ain't tripping on you, man. Hey, I like your energy, baby. Yeah. All righty, man. But let's see, man. Anything else on the back end before we get up out of here, dude?
We like Bosa to the Bills.
I'm torn.
I don't know how much we love that.
I'm torn. I don't love it. It's been heavily banged up, and it can get loud at times. But if it's healthy, I like it more than per se Von Miller at this stage.
I think it's the same flavor.
I think it's exactly the same flavor. I just think that Von was coming off of ACL though, whereas he's at least not coming off of ACL. So that's the part where I'm
I mean, he's gonna get home.
He wins when he's healthy. He wins. Same with Von. When Von's healthy, Von wins. Problem is,
for sure,
how healthy are they? And he getting 12 M's fully guaranteed. So
boys got a lot.
It's a little bit cheaper than Von. Remember, Von got like the 100. So
just show up in playoff time though.
Oh, facts on that. Yeah. And that's really what you need. They re-signed the young boy, Gregory Rousseau. That's the dude that, that's their play in and play out. That's their A guy. So, they feel good about that. They brought in Larry Ogunjobi. So, you see him over there now. You still got Ed Oliver, another dude, high-end pick. So, that part I do like for them, but yeah, both I'm just kind of like.
They should have swung for that boy Harold. With Harold Leroy. Harold, you know what I'm talking about?
You talking about not Landry?
Boy, he signed with New England.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Harold Landry. That's you talking about that.
They should have swung for that.
Shoot, for me, I was low key. I knew Sweat was gonna get paid. I didn't know he was gonna get that much, but Sweat I would have liked that one, bro. I was looking at that one.
Way too much.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, he broke the bank, man. But
they probably swung for that.
Yeah, but you can always go into the draft too. That's the other part. Like, I feel like you could definitely hit there, but I just think for them, they recouping everything that they lost out on last year. Last year they were fire selling. This year's re-signing and going out there and adding some pieces. So yeah, they make some noise over there. They making a little noise. We will see. But yeah, man, I like it, man. So, with that being the case, we'll spin the block like how we always do. My birthday Friday, TG. So, I'm about to get off the grid. You ain't gonna hear me or see me. All right, I'm laying low. But, other than that, man, everything good. So, my dog, appreciate you. And I'll talk to you next week, man.
My dog.
Let's get it, baby. Peace. Shout out right there to Terence Garvin. TG. If y'all was digging it, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe either if you're new to the channel. And let's tap in, man. Got a couple of supers remaining. We'll tap in on those. And then after that, man, we'll start getting ready for the birthday festivities. Because my birthday on Friday. 37. Can't wait. All righty. AJ Martinez, he says, we need a running QB. Get a rookie. All right, respect on that. I can definitely see what you're saying there. And there are plenty of young rookie quarterbacks that are mobile if we take that approach. So I don't hate that. Hannibal, shout out to Hannibal. He says, one question. Is Rodgers going to Latrobe? And if he does, how will he handle that? I don't see it. Call Russ even if he's on that plane. Tomorrow's price won't be today's price. If you know, you know. And that's a big fact. Because once he goes to Cleveland and they give him an offer or anything like that, now he has a chance to compare and contrast, and we don't want those problems. All right. And he's taking the visit. That's the other part of the equation. But yeah, as it pertains to Rodgers and would he stay in Latrobe, St. Vincent, if those accommodations are up to his liking? I have my doubts with that, but at the same time, I won't jump to conclusions. He's allowed to, prove us right or prove us wrong. All right, so I'll leave it at that. But yeah, I'm with you at this stage, man. I'd call up Russ, man. Let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. And shout out to David Decker. He's talking about OKC Thunder going to the playoffs. Yeah, man. You see, they just knocked off Boston tonight, man. That was a good one too. And we know, man, Boston had, Jaylen Brown ended up fouling on the game too, man. But yeah, shout out to them boys over there at OKC, man. They got a nice little squad, man. Nice little squad. All right, AJ Martinez, he says, pick up Jimmy G, the game manager, cheap. I think Garoppolo signed somewhere, though, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, I want to say he went back to the Rams, didn't he? Unless he changed his mind. That's how I thought about the Joey Bosa thing. I thought he was with San Fran, and then it was like, last minute, I'm going to Buffalo. So let me just triple check to make sure that's officially official. All right. So no, still waiting on hard confirmation with that. But yeah, I would say Rams is where I saw him at least agree to a deal with. I don't know if they've officially put pen to paper, but at least that's what I thought I saw from him. And I do see some of y'all also piggybacking on that in the chat. Shout out to Jay Farrell and Mano in the house. Remix talking about let's go Knicks. You already know, man. Let's get it, man. Alrighty. Tons of fun. Shout out to Tons of Fun. He says, if we can't get a QB, we might as well show Steelers games on Cornhub because they'll be effed. And I read it as corn on purpose. I already know what you're trying to imply there. I don't want no issues with nobody, all right? Especially with big bad YouTube, okay? So I'm staying family friendly. But yeah, it wouldn't be the best situation. 1,000% would not be the best situation, man. But once again, we will see how it plays out. We will see. Do I like it right now? No. But do we have some potential, have some options? Yes. But it's going to cost. The longer we wait, the more expensive it gets. Whether we're talking about moving up in the draft, whether we're talking about the Rodgers scenario or whoever else, the longer we wait, if we're talking about making a trade, the longer we wait, the more it costs. Tons of fun. Also gifted an upper room membership. So paying it for being an absolute rock star at life. Welcome to the individual, the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But definitely appreciate you. Tons of fun from the heart. James Skicka. He says, Moats. So if it's Rodgers, is he going to wear number 12? Terry Bradshaw is the original one deuce, unofficially retired number. You know, I'm with you. If a number's retired, man, you're not talking to me about unretiring said number. If you felt strong enough to retire a person's number, you don't take that. You don't change that. That is what it is. That's kind of how I look at the retired numbers, unofficially or officially. That's what the Steelers do. That's a part of the tradition. That's a part of what makes it unique and special. So I think that he would wear a different number. Might wear number 8. I think, is number 8 still available? He might wear number 8. All right. Just, yeah, he can't tap into 12. There's certain numbers that you already know. You can't mess with that. But I can see him, trying to go a different direction, man. So that way, maybe he'll go with number 2. All right. You never know. You never know. But yeah, once the number is retired, man, I don't want to do that, man. Because now I'm like, what was the purpose of you retiring? And then if you were going to conditionally just change it because you felt, oh, this guy wants that, or I really am excited about this guy. Nah, man, you're retiring it because you're saying this guy's legacy is cemented, is stamped, and we don't want to see another person ever put that number on. And to me, I think that matters. That's all. All righty. We got AJ Martinez. He says, shout out to all. Love and respect. Blessings. And that's always back at you, AJ, as well, man. You always bringing that peace, love, and positivity, man. So we know we appreciate you from the heart. All right. James Skicka says, also, Moats, happy birthday. Yeah, baby, on Friday. Yeah. He says, God bless for many more healthy, happy years. Peace. Enjoy your weekend. Now, you better believe it. I'm going to enjoy the weekend, man. And I'm for certain try to be here as long as I can, man. Try to stay as healthy as I can. You see me drinking Gatorade water and staying plant-based. Tons of fun. He says, Lord have mercy to any offensive rookie going to the Steelers. Steelers' track record for developing them is as them building or is the equivalent of them building a coaching staff. I mean, everybody has their opinions on it, man. There are different degrees of what we deem as good or not good. With Kenny Pickett, that was right at the middle of the pack of where you are a good player or are you going to be a bad player. And unfortunately, it moved on from him before we could find out to, his actions. So we ain't got no empathy or no sympathy with that. But that's the one part of it. Naj, though, it's like, man, you got what you got to get out of him. So it's like, man, I ain't tripping on that. I don't look at that as you didn't develop, you didn't get better. It's like, yo, Naj, you came in here, you answered the bell. You did what we needed to do as a first-round running back. I ain't tripping on that. Now, if we're looking for, the home run, who's the home run on offense that we drafted, I'm going to look to Calvin Austin. I'm going to say, we don't feel better about Calvin Austin today than we did when we first drafted him. He getting better, man. So, Move is another one. Second contract guy. It ain't always bad. We actually do got some people that are young that have developed, stayed around a little bit. We love George Pickens, right? We talking about him. He's potentially going to be getting that second contract. So we do got some of these dudes, man. I know we want to see our version of Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, our version of Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, our version of Saquon Barkley and company. But unfortunately, we haven't had that guy just yet. But those guys are the elite of the elites. Those other guys, though, as offensive rookies, as young talent in this league, they still have come in and played well and produced. So I get what you said, but at the same time, it's like, man, we do got dudes that we would all agree with those names I just named. We would say that they have been arrow up more than arrow down. But I also didn't bring up offensive line because there's a different conversation. And I wouldn't feel as confident at times with that. So that's why I said I could definitely understand what you're saying. But for me, man, I just think that we could have a little bit more belief in the offensive rookies because of some of those guys I did just reference right there. Alrighty. And we got the homie Jay Farrell and State of the 412 joining the upper room. So shout out to both of yins and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Jaquan Infamous just showing a little love as well. You know your boy appreciates that. And then let's go UW spinning the block one final time. And he says middle linebacker. And a group of owners are considering, the MLB and a group of owners are considering forcing the Rays ownership to sell the team. All I can say is, please get Bob Nutting next. Man, listen, let's go UW. I get that issue. I see that grievance. I definitely can feel that pain when you're talking about the deliberate. Like, you don't have a salary cap. So what is your reason for not spending? I'm like, I get NFL. You got a salary cap. Regardless of if we believe in it or not, you have something on paper that says you can't go out there and buy all the great players. I get it in basketball. You got a luxury tax. Cool. But you don't have none of that in baseball. Baseball is if you got the bankroll, spin it. And if you spend it, you can get any of these players you want. That to me is very different. But once again, it's not my money. So might prefer having a winner out there. Bob Nutting, though, it looks like he prefers having great business numbers because his business model is flawless. Ticket sales go up, jerseys continue to get sold, TV deals, but the product is the product, for better or worse. But yeah, he still finds ways to make money. He still finds ways to be profitable with that particular business venture. So to me, I think he looks at it more like that than, it being a passion and something he just truly wants to see this team succeed in. Unfortunately or fortunately, that's, just the name of the game with owners. Not every owner cares about the wins and losses. Some of them care more about that bottom line number. And we just have to understand that as fans and consumers, man, and proceed appropriately as well. Alrighty. Man, Jay Frey, I forgot all about that rookie. I didn't even think about the rookie that you brought up, Zach Frazier. Yeah, he got better too. I forgot about him. I was thinking more just skill position guys, all right? But shout out to young Zach Frazier and Mason McCormick, man. Both of the young boys played well. Alrighty. Tons of fun also says, they've been arrow horizontal talking about Move GP. Let's see. Move GP, Najee feels is arrow, those three. Calvin Austin, feels like that's arrow horizontal. Okay. Like I said, we can all have a difference of what our degree of grade or our personal standard for these players are. And if your belief is that those guys that I just named that have went on to get second level contracts, and one of those dudes not even getting a deal here, he got that deal elsewhere. So that lets you know that more than just our team believed that he was good, another team believed he was good. You can know more. It ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I just, respectfully disagree with you. But ain't nothing wrong with that at all. And I also see you spinning the block one final time, dropping an upper room membership, showing extra love on the back end. So shout out to Tons of Fun, paying it for being an absolute rock star at life, and to that individual that just received that membership. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. I like it. Alrighty. And it looks like we are officially caught up with Supers. Got all our topics that we needed to discuss. Okay. Like I said, it's my birthday week. I'm celebrating the whole month though. All right. So you're getting 2 shows a week for the rest of the month. Mondays, Wednesdays. Just throwing it out there now. All right. Because I wanted to take the whole month off, but free agency calls. So I get it. All right. But with that being the case, man, that will do it for tonight's show. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe. And I see Mike Hood at the buzzer dropping a happy birthday, Mr. Moats. Salute to you and all my Pisces brethren. Salute to the chat goats as well. Big time salute to you and everybody that's been rocking out with me as well, man. And Rod Young, of course, I'm going to do everything I need to do from a research standpoint. But yes, Canada might be one of those, beginners of football, American style, all right? But either way, you know I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. And one more final at the buzzer from Let's Go UW says, holy cow, check the KU score. All right. I'm gonna just check it real quick before I get up out of here now. Let's go. All right, I said let's go. Yeah, let me check it one more real quick. Then it's time to go. All right. Oh man, now I can't just take a fab. Come on, man. Yeah. Don't you love when technology be technology, man? It's one of them days. It's one of those days. Alrighty, where is the KU? Let's see. Some college hoops. Boom. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I looked at the wrong one. Dang, that's Colorado. Okay. You talk Kansas and UCF. All right, a little close game, a little back and forth. All right. Respect. I think that's what you're talking about. I could be completely off. But with that being the case, man, shout out to you. Major love. And with that being the case, man, that will do it for tonight. But stay safe out there. And until next time, baby. Peace.